backwards, Morse code backwards.
One of the two.
Yeah.
If it gets put up. I don't know.
It'll go up. It'll go.
Sure, I'll get in.
How am I doing on time?
You're done.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Now I can go get naked. That's for another stream.
Oh, that's pretty
Joking. I don't do Patreon or anything like that.
I mean, I would, but that means I would have to start paying Darren.
That's true. Right, I will get up, I promise, at some point.
Yeah, I'll do on the side. Right, so who am I to do with next?
Oh my god.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Please don't you fall as well.
No, I'm okay. How many people we got watching us?
6. It's just gone up.
Hey!
420 is the innocent girl with Dummy,
And
and
now you're being
Michelle
hidden by
is
the
in this
light.
here.
So you're a straight girl, that's
Look at this.
sorry.
It's part of my face.
Zoe is this one.
I kind of don't want to take my makeup off because I know I'm going to be presenting again.
Keep it up. I have some green lipstick if you fancy jazzing it up a bit.
I have blue
Oh god. Should put green
and
on
black
it.
chrome.
And what?
And black chrome.
Black chrome.
Black chrome, cool. It's quite nice sound.
I mean, I also have blue chrome. I have a lot of weird coloured lipsticks.
I gathered. But it could be interesting.
I have a lipstick called Heroin.
Okay. What?
It's purple.
Right.
Not that kind of heroin.
I would have thought it would have been like a dusty pink for some reason. Like a proper, like, grey tone dusty pink.
Yeah, not that kind of heroin.
No, I just meant the colour.
Fair enough.
I feel like purple's a bit vibrant.
It's more kind of like a darker
My hair's going
purple.
I'm very curious about the chrome black, I'm not gonna lie. Where's it from?
NYX. NYX.
Oh, is it the Cosmic Metals whichever? Ah, yes. They are beautiful. Very highly recommended if you want funky colours.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, yeah.
Very creamy too. Hello.
Hey, gorgeous.
Is Michelle all around? Ah, there is the princess.
Yes. Get out.
Hello, I made your coffee.
Thank you.
You're doing the talk, are you?
Yes. Me on my Larry.
Sorry, mate.
Me with me.
I can sit with you.
You know, 20 people have offered that. Anyone's welcome to sit with me. I'm just kidding. I don't mind either
I
way.
like this set.
It's really gorgeous.
Okay. So,
Summon pretty ladies.
But one of you does need to get out.
And all of a sudden,
Yes.
7 people are watching.
I am.
We're watching something.
It just went up to 7.
So he comes on and everyone's like,
Oh shit. Right, we will leave you in the capable hands. The
some serious
somewhat
on
capable
there.
hands.
Bite me.
We literally
I
throw it
will.
everywhere.
I
Later,
say I
darling.
will. Do you know how to throw those chicken stool?
And such an awkward height.
No, I agree. No, I wasn't like. Yeah, thank you. Because I probably would have.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
It's like point.
Oh, Jesus Christ, coffee everywhere. I am gonna probably wait till someone joins me in a bit. But hello, everybody. Thank you for sharing again. Thank you for, well, thank you for going to sleep, sure. It works. And we have 7 people following.
I'm amazed we've got 7 people.
7 people watching. So if you are watching, say hello. But you know, it theoretically could just be someone having it on in the background. And one of those people watching is us,
Yes,
isn't it?
yeah.
2 of them was us. TV and this.
oh, does that count?
Yeah, it does.
Oh man, there's only. Oh wait, now we're back up. We're up to 8. So we have 6 people watching. Ah, Andrew is one of them. Go to bed. It is 4:20 in the morning. But yes, someone will join me soon. But I guess I could start talking about social media. So I took over doing the daily posting for Tonography in September, and we've reached. How many have I gotten for us?
I think you almost doubled us.
Oh,
I
nice.
think we were about 800, and we're now.
I think we're at like
Do you
1400.
mind if I put the fan on?
Yeah,
With
of
your
course.
hair thing?
Let me double check.
No,
Yeah.
this is the horror.
Give it a second. So we are at 1,437, and like it's not. You know, I was asked to talk about it. There isn't much to talk about. It's just I was just make sure to post every day. You know, to a certain extent, I didn't even know what to say in the captions, so I just try to keep it interesting, keep it light. Usually comment about the picture in one way or another. You know, Tony being like, talk about the picture if you don't know the costume. So, you know, that kind of stuff. Make sure your tags are relevant. You can have a look through tags, kind of see how popular they are. It should tell you how many posts are in each tag. And if it's a popular tag, then you could probably believe that people do tend to go on there quite often. The biggest way to get engagement on social media is to comment and like and follow other people, but don't spam it, because people aren't stupid. So if you're just commenting on something, say nice, they're not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna check this person out. You want to engage, you want to invite the engagement that you want back. Stuff like that. Answer questions, ask questions.
Yeah?
Yeah, the wind's going well. Yeah, that happened in the background, so... Oh, 9 people are watching now. That's pretty cool. Welcome, welcome. If you do have any questions, please be sure to ask. It's gotten to that point in the night where I will just continue to babble on and on and on as I slowly go crazy. I'd like to think, I think we've been at like 1650 for a while. So hopefully in the morning. No.
Yeah.
But it's nighttime.
It's
Everyone's asleep. Yeah, exactly. But if you do know anyone in America, let's try and get that American-like group going a little bit. So, yeah. Fun. I'm saying yeah a lot because I'm tired, as I'm sure you can tell. Hello. I am talking about social media to the stream. Daily posting, kind of a big deal. Early on, you can post more than once a day. It's just you don't want to throw all your content at them at one time, because they're not going to see it.
Yeah.
And theoretically, you want to post the most popular times that you are during the day. But with time zones and everything, I personally think that that's getting a bit complicated, you know? And it'll take a lot of time, that kind of stuff. The thing I think is really interesting, and I've been doing a lot of research on it lately, is the Instagram shadow ban. Because Instagram denies that it exists. And so the shadow ban is, if you're banned, you don't get told, you don't know anything. The only thing is, your followers can see everything. But even if you put tags on your pictures, they're not going to show up in the tags, and you can look it up and you'll see it there, and you're thinking, oh, it's totally fine. But you're probably wondering, like, why have I been doing really badly? So if you have like a friend, get them to unfollow you, or if you have a second account, just unfollow yourself. Go into like one of your most recent tags and see if your picture shows up. And if it doesn't, you've been shadow banned. And sometimes they just run out. Sometimes you're permanently shadow banned, and you're gonna have to make a new account. But ask Instagram, and they're like, no, that's just a bug in the system. It's like, is it? Because it seems to be like hitting very strategic accounts. That doesn't make sense. Or people who abuse Instagram to just over liking, which is why I suggest against it. You want to be natural, because if you're just liking everything, then you're, not gonna get stuff, that kind of stuff. But yeah, be natural. I personally have a hard time being myself in my posts. I feel like a lot of my personal stuff, people don't want to know. But I do find when I do open up, I tend to get more genuine response.
I'm off.
Are you off?
I'm
I'm sorry.
Cheers.
We appreciate the support.
That's alright. Thank you for the doudoir.
No worries.
Yes.
The boudoir. I like that.
You got some giveaways, didn't you?
Yes, you did.
I'm not aware of it.
Will get this giveaway open. Scheduled giveaways. Ed Fricker. You have the
Ooh.
carved Articus
So
wand.
I'm in touch with you.
Awesome.
And the other one,
Look at me, I won something.
that must have been on the random, the other one. I thought Ed got two.
Maybe it was one of these. Maybe it was this one. Because that one we didn't write down. Because
Okay.
this one they know, but this
Yeah.
one we don't.
Yeah, okay, so let's just have a look at the random giveaways.
Oh,
Oh,
and I got a mug.
I won a random giveaway? Cool.
Shall I take the mug now? So
Go for
posting
it.
to me. Thank you very much.
Apparently, I won a print of King Tide cosplay. That's awesome.
Awesome. Cheers, guys. Right, I'll see you
Robin
soon.
is a sweetheart when I met him. I was very shy because I don't want people to think I'm just talking to them because they're popular. But he was very nice. It's just, you know, one of those things in my mind. I just don't want to upset anyone. I think about that stuff too much. But yes. Aw, someone won one of my signed photos. That's cool. And so strange. Should I do another random giveaway?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I specifically chose your spinneret because I loved it.
Hmm?
I chose your spinneret one to be the giveaway.
Oh, thank you. Okay, we've got. Are you giving? I don't think this webcam is to give away, right? Because that was in the box.
So that's my backup.
It's fine. I figured,
Am I
but
good on time?
let's do a
Okay, so let's go with
Wolfie. So they're
Yeah.
just called Wolfie, yes? Or is there? Yeah.
No.
No, that's for
Yeah,
them.
no.
No?
They asked them to give away in there,
Okay, so
but not that one.
not that one.
You can give away that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of
So the top one is the specific one.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's after the last giveaway.
No worries.
But yeah, any of those you give away.
I
So
love
they're
this
Liam's-
one.
They're
Oh, that's
Liam's.
so cute.
This one's so nice.
Yeah,
His
that's
girlfriend
fan
did this,
art.
right?
Yes,
but
fan
his
art by
partner
his
did it,
girlfriend,
right?
yeah.
So I should just show you guys if you are watching indeed, but we've got this one, it's Liam's partner drew it, and Liam is the who is he in Final Fantasy 15?
He was in
15?
Kingsglaive. I can't remember the character's name.
Levitus.
Yeah.
I haven't played it, unfortunately. But he's a sweetheart. He's a lovely person. So cool. I will do that then. I will give away the one I seem to really like. So we'll see who is lucky enough to win the random giveaway.
Okay.
Is it alright?
Yeah.
Is it too cold for you?
That's alright.
Well, what does that mean, Tony?
Well, it's definitely cooling down. I'm sure it's going to get hotter soon.
Oh, probably. I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm cold. Okay, so for this print with the random giveaway, our winner is Aiden Rowan. So I'm not even sure if you're awake, but we're writing everything down.
Fine, aren't we?
Yeah, we haven't missed as much as we could have.
No. Only one person. But I have to watch the feedback to see who won it. Nice. I'm going to go a bit low.
I think,
Okay.
I'm going to say this now, it may have been me that didn't write it down because I didn't realize.
It's just, I think once feed's finished, it's all saved working for hardness. So if you just
Yeah.
since that time, it's really fun.
Cool.
I'll finish this in a way.
There we go. So that's all been put through. Woo! So this talk's like gone a bit quiet because there isn't really anyone here. But that's fine. No one's said anything in a while. But maybe they're just focused on the beautiful sight. There.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry. Other way. That way. Except you can sort of see Tony. I just gotta I'm not here. It's fine. Hi.
I hate gets jumped by someone catching the camera.
So, Tony,
Yeah.
why did Sally fall off the swing?
Because she had no legs. No
She had no
arms.
arms.
Arms is the answer.
And no legs, sometimes. Okay. I have another one. Knock, knock.
Who's Sally?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Not Sally.
Are these horror references?
No, it's just a bad joke. She have to give her a name for the knock, knock joke to work. She's just a little girl that fell off the swing because she had no arms. It's one of those ones, the joke is so stupid that you don't see it coming. It's just like, why did she fall off the swing? And it's like, because she had no arms, you
She had
jerk.
no core strength to
Why are
hold
you
on to
like
that
this?
thing.
I just think it's a great joke. Though my favorite joke is still...
Anti-humor jokes, aren't they?
I love anti-humor jokes. My other favorite joke is, what's brown and sticky? A stick. Yeah. Or,
That's older than me.
what's red and bad for your teeth? A brick?
What did the fish say when it swam into a wall? Oh, damn.
Because it was a dam? What else? I have some really
What's
dark...
green- what starts off green turns red?
A...
Frog in a liquidizer.
Oh.
See, I go straight to dead babies, so I'm just like, maybe not. Because I'm not going to say them on stream, but I've got some terrible ones. I
Get Alexa to tell
stockpile
you.
them. Hey Alexa, let's play Skyrim.
Welcome back to Skyrim, adventurer. You are standing at a crossroads deciding where to go.
I'm going to play Skyrim on stream.
In the other is an abandoned tower. Where would you like to go?
Abandoned tower.
Never go to the
You meet an
abandoned
Imperial
tower.
hunter in the abandoned tower. He's lost an item of great sentimental value, a helmet with pointy horns. He begs you to retrieve it for him. Will you lend your aid to this desperate hunter?
Nah, he can do it
Will you
himself.
lend your aid to this desperate hunter?
But
No.
I just said no.
No, you said nah. He doesn't understand.
Will you lend your aid to this desperate hunter?
No.
Okay.
You head out on the road and travel long into the night.
Mr. Wolf.
Massa and Secunda fill the sky. After a time, you arrive at a crossroads. In one direction is a dusty old wood mill. In the other is a spooky lighthouse.
I don't know
Where
how
would
to
you
put
like
it
to
in.
go?
Well, I don't.
I'm playing Skyrim with Alexa.
Okay.
In
Would you
one
like to put
direction
the video
is
in?
a dusty
Are you
old
winning?
wood mill. In the
I
other
don't know.
is a spooky lighthouse.
Where do we
Where
go?
would you like to go?
The Dusty Hill or the Spooky Tower?
Do you want to stay
what is
like
this?
that? Or do you
Spooky
want-
Tower.
In one direction is a dusty old wood mill. In the other is a spooky lighthouse. Where would
Lighthouse.
you like to go?
Spooky Lighthouse. How do I put this in?
You meet an
Just in here?
Yeah, but it lives
Spooky
somewhere else if you want
lighthouse.
to. It's not.
She's lost an item of
Okay.
great sentimental value, a family heirloom. She begs you to retrieve it for her. Will you lend your aid to this desperate mercenary?
No. We ain't helping anyone.
Head out on the road.
We
After
just
running
going
in
on a
one
walk.
direction for a
Just gonna
time,
keep
You
going.
arrive at a crossroads. In one direction is an ancient standing stone. In the other is a foggy dock. Where would you
A
like
what?
to go?
Alexa, stop.
Safe travels, adventurer.
If you have an
Do you like
Alexa,
Skyrim Very Special Edition?
give it a shot. It's good fun.
Okay.
Do you want to rate
I'm
Skyrim
going to
Very
work
Special
with this,
Edition?
otherwise I'm gonna run
No.
out of memory.
Okay.
Um,
Who are you shooting next?
Rebecca Johnson, I think.
She is
Yeah.
ready. Look at her.
You
Amazing.
I love
7
the
flowers, they're so itchy.
Check these
Aren't they?
before you-
It's these ones and these ones are just like I want to
20 minutes and then.
It's gonna be flicking flowers
Thank you,
everywhere.
Zoe.
Oh, Zoe, have you seen these
No,
though?
show me. I want to see. Oh, where'd Alexa go?
Oh, sorry.
Did you
I
kill her?
yes.
Oh.
She wasn't taking me to the spooky tower. It looks so.
Just use this light and this light.
Eee.
Death by light.
It's just
pretty much. Oh, you look so pretty.
Step forward a little bit for me.
I try. We all hate ourselves, so you know, it's
It's so
you can
weird.
compliment,
Why do we
we can all
hate
compliment
ourselves?
each other, but it doesn't seem to help.
It really doesn't.
Got that Ariana Grande hair, and you're actually pulling it off.
Thank you.
I just feel awkward without hair in front of my forehead.
Just take a
I mean,
while.
I thought I was going to.
No, it looks good.
Really?
Yes. I would say get the chat to tell you, but I don't think anyone's here. 8
Wake up.
people.
So, first
Tell her she's pretty, please. Give
you
me
don't,
compliments.
You'll
I said give
ruin
me
our
compliments.
self-esteem
turn your head
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
a bit more at the waist.
Do you want us to be sad?
Then you twist.
Do you want to not donate and
Should
we'll
we
be
cry?
sad? We should cry. No, I just put my makeup on.
This is true. She has a shoot soon.
I do, yeah, finally.
Lift your chin a little
I say
bit.
finally, I've had such a busy day. But I was also the first one, so it's been more than 12
you
hours.
kicked it off.
Yeah, it's been more than 12 hours since I've last shot. And because that was, like, I was late, I got ready for that in 15 minutes. I was like, smoky eye, she's a druggie, it's fine, it can be messed up. Pretty much. Plus, I'd like to do it with that, like, proper chair with arms, so I can do the whole she's cuffed
Yes.
thing, and maybe get an actual Billy puppet.
I need you to do the scene when
You
she's
should
like
do-
in the pit with the
you should
needles.
Yes!
Yes.
You should cosplay Saw, do it!
Can I
Get,
be
like,
little Billy?
Yeah, if you want to, but you could also get, like, fake needles and just have, like, fake needles just sticking out of your arm. Like, how creepy would that be? I don't know how possible this is. I'm not gonna pretend I know what I'm saying, but that would be cool.
I think it's very possible.
Okay,
Cause like it reminds me of that Billy video, Billie Eilish. Not Bad Guy, the other one. The other really popular one.
I don't listen to it.
leg forward and then
It's gonna bother me. I forgot what the song's called.
It's gonna come to you
twist
like
towards
2
the
hours
back,
from now.
that's it. And then
The aesthetic in that
bring
video
your
is
head
pretty
back.
cool.
Her
That's
whole
why I like
aesthetic
it.
is-
The
is
aesthetic is
gorgeous.
just. I'm just bored of it now because it gets played everywhere. I'm just like, I'm weirdly hipster like that. I don't try to be, but I'm just like,
Effortless hipster.
whatever, it's fine. You know, recently I've gotten into Don Broco, and I'm like, everyone's like, yeah, no, I used to listen to them years ago, and I'm like, I'm
Doing
sorry,
it now.
I just discovered them.
Alright, let's
So that's my good fun. I really, you know, no one's. Please talk to me.
if you face
Try you.
that
Try
way.
a night. Have a good one. Right, come back.
Yeah.
So we got 6 people watching, and we're 2 screens at least. So I think it's about 4 people now.
Coming back.
4 people.
So, like,
Where you
really
at?
Pushing round,
Where my bitches at?
then legs
And how long
wide
ago
apart.
was this chat
Just
now?
exactly
Um,
pushing, that's it.
Andrew, that was at like 25 past because I was like, go to sleep.
Okay.
So he either listened to me or didn't, but that's up to him. Pretty much. I was talking about social media, but I figured it doesn't matter too much. I talked a little bit about it.
You said what you needed to say.
Yeah, I think it's just at the moment it's just entertaining the
The
half
masses.
asleep masses, the
The
masses.
4.
They're part of that cool team, you know, just better than everyone else because you're still here.
You made it.
One leg back, one leg
No, they have this on in the background and they're actually asleep right
a
now.
little bit.
Probably that's what I would do.
I'm watching the stream. No, you're not.
I would just sit on my phone and be like, I'm watching. Did you hear this joke on stream? I'm like, well, what joke? Sorry, what?
You lie.
I have a short attention span, so watching really long stuff, I will zone out after a while because
Oh,
I
I'm
just
the same.
can't. I just can't.
And then if I hear something completely random, I'm back in again.
Yeah, or something interesting. You're like, what?
Usually boobs.
Yeah,
Boobs
anything
like-
sexual. It's just like, oh, okay. Cool,
What'd you
cool,
say?
cool. I'm glad I washed my hair this morning. It's very poofy.
Nice.
I like my hair. I like the gray at the ends. And this is all natural now.
How long did it take you to grow out the natural hair?
Let's get you sitting on.
I had white hair till June of last year.
One leg out.
And then I dyed
Straight.
the top brown. So I got it done at a hairdresser's because normally I do it myself, but I was like, I need my hair to heal after all that bleaching.
Yes.
So they did the top darker, so where it's a little bit darker or a little bit lighter, you can tell like down
Other leg
here,
out.
there, it's like a different shade. That's all dyed, but most of it's like grown out now. My hair does grow pretty quickly.
I have the opposite
Really
problem.
lean back a bit.
But I also like
Really
my hair. I've been dyeing it for years. I've been dyeing it ever since I was 14.
Yes.
And I obviously having white hair, I would bleach it every couple months,
Damage the fur.
and it would be 3 times each time. So after a while, I was like, I can't do this anymore. My hair is starting to come out in clumps. It needs to stop.
Yeah. How pretty she looks in the back.
She does. Sorry, that was. I'm not sure what that was.
Tired Michelle. Love the group.
Sexy group.
Sexy group.
Hey.
Such good shots.
I feel a little awkward staring at them, but you know, they're good. Oh, I like this one. That's a good shot of his. Yeah. Oh, that one's good. I see. I like fun shots.
Like
Okay,
that.
one's even better. Yes, that's staying on. I'm just gonna quickly see what that. There it is.
Yes.
I knew it. I was like,
The
the next
winner.
one might be the winner. There we go. That's gonna like entertain. Everyone's gonna wake up in the morning and be like, lingerie pictures are gonna be up. Oh, Ed. Great picture in my opinion.
Awesome.
Really good
I love
picture.
that.
Yeah. Well, we were going through it and we were like,
It's only
this-
gonna get
we were
better
like,
from
this
now.
one's good. And then we were like, yes. And then we're like, nope, there it is. That's the one. We give
We were
in.
just clowning around at that stage.
But that's, I feel like some of the best stuff comes from
definitely.
just having
We're
fun.
meant to be having fun.
Yeah. And then you are more confident to like try things out.
Yeah.
And it may not always work.
Right. I'm going to do the next shot.
Or you might get something really good.
When it works, it works.
I'm awake.
Still.
Somewhat. Look at, you can see all the like,
The flower.
there's so much
It's
flour
attacked
on
you.
this print.
The flowers on the, rather than the flower on the floor.
Oh, I need to take these back to Ali.
No,
Told me to
no,
left them.
all the flowers.
I was like,
Aww. Poor gentleman.
Poor gentleman in bed.
Oh. Stab him with a wooden stake.
These.
Yes! Aha, in the eyes. He's gonna watch this and be like, oh shit.
I survived that night.
So here we go. Right?
Maybe.
Maybe he's been in a coma this entire time, and we're all
Figments
word
of his
vomit.
imagination.
Thank you. I'm getting to that point when I'm like,
What a
words. Yeah, pretty much. There is flour on my coffee cup.
Everything.
I am
There's flour
covered in.
on your
It's
everything.
not my fault this time. I'm completely innocent.
No, it's this one. Oh,
This
actually, it was
one.
Charlotte's fault because she had this great idea of throwing the flour into the fan.
And have you seen that some of it's coming off the ceiling?
yeah, it was coming off on Becca.
Yeah,
It was
Becca
after
and
me, she was
Charlotte.
like, drop
I think
on
it's
her.
quite
Yes,
funny.
it was Claire. It was dropping off.
Oh my god, someone's here! Where has all the flour come from? For one of the shoots we were doing it, and it was amazing. Leastress9 was doing it, and the part that I saw at least, she put it in her hair,
I saw
and
that
then she
bit.
got like hair flip. I like how we both did the nice hair flip there,
And the picture's
and
not
it
there.
looked awesome. Are they? I have it up to Ed, so I guess so, right? Because she was
Yes,
before
she was
Ed.
before.
Yeah, she was about 1 o'clock.
Oh wow, that's great. That's such a good picture. Yes.
There it is. There's the hair
There.
shot.
Ooh. Oh my god, that's awesome. There you go. You can see why there's flour on the ceiling now. But that's amazing. That looks so good. That is going to be a hell to wash out. To be fair, what's worse, flour or glitter? Because the glitter was pretty bad. Exactly.
Well,
I would-
flour will
People
just
keep asking me
disappear.
why I have glitter in my hair right now, and I'm like, I don't. I haven't touched glitter today.
It's still over here for been here for 6 months. I hoover and hoover and hoover. Every time I hoover, glitter comes up. This is why I'm so fed up with glitter. It's not funny.
Understand.
I'm not doing. I had it in my butt last time. I'm all good. I've had my glitter
I
fill.
put it on her butt.
Yes.
And I'm
I'd like all these
stuck with
helpers to
it.
like spray. Oh, that was so funny. And yes, that picture is amazing.
You go back to another one. Another one. So that's where we threw into the fan.
Oh yeah, it's still a pretty cool picture to be fair.
And if you go back a couple more.
It kind of looks like she's in a storm.
Yes.
And then another one. One more, another one. One more maybe.
Ooh.
I love the hair.
Yeah.
So she spun with it in her hand.
Just imagine coolness. Wait, I have a solution for this. Okay.
I want to see.
There. Now you can look at it
My big head is in the
up
way.
close.
Oh lord.
It's good,
That's
right?
so good.
I'll delete that now. Mostly just because I have like 12,000 pictures on my phone at this point. Because every time I get a new phone, it just copies over automatically. So I just, and it's memes and mostly memes.
Yeah.
And after a while, I'm like, or every time I post a picture for tonography, it saves onto my phone automatically. So I just have all these pictures of all these people, and I'm just like, I basically have nudes of people, not nudes, but
Near enough.
boudoir on my phone, and like I'm going through, and I'm like, don't look at my pictures just in case. You don't know, and I'm just like, it's not my right to show anybody this. Obviously, it's on Instagram, but still. Quick, Becky, cover yourself in flour. Saves using makeup for Harley.
So true.
I mean, you're not wrong. It got to a point with my friend group. Someone would go, I mean, and then someone else would just go, you're not wrong. And so whenever
It's a
anyone
thing.
says I mean, I have an issue. I don't know why you're still awake, Wolfie, you crazy person. Didn't Wolfie win? Oh no, it was. Never mind. Ignore me. Hey, I mean, you're not wrong. And also, Andrew, go to bed.
Oh, is that Andrew?
Yeah. It's like 8 to 5 in the morning.
One half of your face
He's
is right,
supporting
one
you.
half
How dare you support me?
dark.
How
I
dare
wouldn't
you?
have ideas unless you've got any. You wanna do
Never,
that on your
no.
stomach? So if you lay on your stomach, facing this way.
I'm glad.
I'm never wrong.
She's a wonderful dork. Wolfie stayed up to support the dork behind us. So, Tony? That dork? Zoe's definitely wrong.
Never wrong.
Always wrong.
Sometimes
Oh,
misguided, but never wrong.
Fair. Okay. I take it back.
Michelle, could you do me a huge favour?
Mm-hmm.
Undo the. You see there's like a lever.
Are we
Yeah,
doing this
yeah.
thing? Okay.
Yeah. So undo that
This
lever.
one or
yeah.
this one?
No, the big lever.
Which way?
Undo it. So the other way.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's
ooh.
it. Basically, up a little bit.
Ah, it's heavy.
Yeah, not that far. Down a bit. Yeah.
There?
There.
Ooh, that good?
Yeah, as long as it's holding. Yeah. Right, let's give that a try.
That made a pop noise. Is it fine?
Yeah.
It like suddenly went. I was like, "Ooh, this is heavy." Don't let me touch expensive camera equipment. I don't feel safe. How many hours to go? Okay, so we're at 5 a.m. and we're finishing at 12, and I'm very tired. Is that 8 hours?
7.
7 hours. Yes, because it's 8 hours from 4 a.m.
5 a.m. My math brain still works.
Oh
I'm proud
God,
of
I
me.
don't have a math brain, and I've always been bad at math, and I had to do like extra classes before my exams in high school just to make sure I got through math. But that's fine because I hate math. It's not what I'm doing with my life, so it doesn't really matter. We could probably get onto the giveaway because it's basically 5 a.m. It is 5 to 5. 6 to 5, sorry. Let's get specific here. 5 a.m. We might as well do it because we're here. It's an Adam Crosdale picture, so let's change. Oh, it's...
There it is.
That's already on that. Awesome. Yeah, that's it, right? Adam Crosdale picture.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So let's double check that no one else new has done their thingamabobber. Ooh, we got another donation. Or is that already on there? Donations.
She's there.
Oh, yeah.
That one. just
Ashley
push
could be a
it
boy's
a
name.
little bit more.
Could be a
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So the winner of another signed picture of Adam Crosdale from Final Fantasy 15 Ignis and in Once Upon a Time is... Go for it.
Tracy Kaplan.
We're done.
Hey. and you're probably not awake. So I'm gonna copy that
And I'm done.
and
Saved
do
anyway.
the post.
You're right down there.
Yeah. What am I meant to be doing now?
Let's see. Yeah. For a second, I was like, did we actually miss one? Cool.
Look at this
Awesome.
beautiful lady.
We quickly did the giveaway for you guys.
How am I doing the tour?
Who is doing the talk next?
The next talk is 5:20, right?
Post Common Crunch.
Oh yes.
No name next to it.
That is Poison Photography next to it.
Hooray! I am going to shoot off.
Oh, I thought you said my name. Sorry.
Somebody's at the door.
Yeah, someone's getting it. Don't worry. I like how you're both in lingerie, and I'm like jacket, khaki pants, shirt over the. Yeah, I feel overdressed.
Strip.
Close enough, right? Hello, my people. What was I doing?
Do you need a hand?
No.
It's alright, I've got you. Honey, I've got you.
Sorry. It's already on there.
Oh, it's a nice
Oh
big
yeah, sorry. I lost my mind, people. Okay, £10 vouchers, insert coin.
It's like Darren's in the room with us. All this abuse. I'm joking, Darren's lovely, we promise.
There we go. So in an hour, the next giveaway is going to be the insert coin £10 voucher. And since hearing about them through this, me personally, I had a look at their stuff, and it's actually really nice. They got some really cool nerdy stuff, and the quality's clearly pretty good, I think. Yeah, I was saying I looked them up.
Me and I believe someone's phone on the floor.
Yes, and I am going to keep getting ready. I don't think I can stay another 20 minutes, so someone's going to have to take over so I can straighten my hair and get into makey mode. Make over, makey
Well,
over.
I tell you what,
Becky, hi.
Charlotte can take over early. 'cause she
Of
doesn't
course.
stop talking.
Hello, Hannah, you lovely being you.
Hello.
It's Andrew.
Oh, hello.
Curious as Andrew. You should know that. That's his YouTube channel name. Everyone, just to, you know, do the thing. Check out his YouTube channel. He records Lovecraftian stories, and I personally love them because I like falling asleep to that kind of thing. I need something chill. He's now saying no. It's great. It was my birthday present, and I don't think I've ever gotten anything nicer. So, you know, makes me happy. It's all about cats, the first one that he sent me. All about this town where no cats are ever killed, and they have like a reason for it, but I don't want to give anything more away, and it was great. It's not on there, that one, personally. That one's mine, my special one. Falling asleep to Lovecraft. Exactly right. And he did Dagon? Is that how you pronounce it?
Dagon?
The one he did. I think you listened to Dagon.
Robert. Taylor Robert.
Oh, you listened to the new one?
Yes.
'Cause Dagon came out before that. Basically, I think he's got at least 2 up there. Just check it out.
Yeah.
Dagon and Statement of Randolph Carter so far. What was the cat one called? Because that's my favorite. I know you want to like re-record it, but any story about where cats get killed is amazing to me. And I watch a lot of those, or listen to a lot of those Let's Read stories, true horror stories, which is great, except the one I was listening to yesterday was all about like proper dangerous stuff, people getting like stalked in the train. I was like, I'm gonna turn this off because I actually need to get some sleep before this stream. So that was my experience last night. I'm just waiting for someone to take over at this point.
I think Charlotte's supposed to be.
I mean, I'm putting on lingerie, it doesn't take that long, and I've sort of done my makeup. All good. Have you heard of... I love Welcome to Night Vale. I went to see them live in 2015, and it was fantastic. They don't even do anything. They just read on stage, but I was still so immersed into it. It's been a while since I've listened to it, but I love them, and the weather that they do is always really good. Like I get really into some of the songs that they put up there, which really surprised me at some point because I was listening to it and the weather comes on and I'm listening to the song and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty good song. And I'm listening to it, I'm like, this song is not in English, but I can understand it. I was like, oh, this song is in Dutch, and it just blew my mind because I was like, an English show playing Dutch music, and I just feel really like, ooh, about it because I do that. They have another podcast that's pretty fun, which is Skype calls or calls with people who hate me. I forget what it's called specifically. And they get people to just call fans that like hate them and just have a conversation with them. And it's good fun. I know that someone pretty famous recently, or pretty interesting recently, has done it, and I was just like, oh. My favorite podcast to listen to at the moment is the Dead Meat podcast, because they do well, they do kill counts, but the Dead Meat podcast is different stuff. Movie reviews, games like Kiss, Kill, Marry. Okay. Kill, Kiss, Marry.
I'm gonna shoot you.
Oh, are you shooting?
Yeah, but I'm gonna be back just before you guys finish.
Okay.
Say bye.
Are you taking over in a minute, Charlotte? Have a good sleep.
Thank you. I'll have
Relax.
the smallest sleep ever.
But it's better
more
than a
you're
no
having,
sleep.
So
Yeah.
I'm so
7 more hours. Kill, Kiss, Marry. Kill, Kiss, Marry, Bill, Ted, and the 10th Doctor.
Marry the Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Kill Bill. Kiss Ted.
Okay, which one's Bill? Which one's Ted again? Which one's
Dark-haired
Keanu?
Dark-haired one would be Ted.
Okay. Speaking of Keanu, have you seen Be My Maybe?
Be My Maybe.
Yes. It
No.
has the Keanu plays himself, and it's just so funny. He's just at one point, they're in this really expensive restaurant, and one of them is like the veal, but you get the noises of them being like slaughtered whilst you're eating it, and he's just sitting there with the headphones on, just like and I'm like, oh my god, what is this film? It was good fun. Kill Bill, Marry Ted, whatever else to the 3rd. So you
whatever
are
to
gonna kiss
Doctor.
the 10th Doctor. I've reached my limit and I'm gonna crash out. Good night, Wolfie. Thank you for sticking out for so long. So, okay. Kiss, Marry, Kill. Let's do 3 more. What's good?
Mysterio.
Mysterio?
Jake Gyllenhaal Mysterio.
Uh,
Green Goblin from Tobey Maguire's.
which one? Dane DeHaan or his father?
His father. So the old one.
Oh, because if you're gonna go Dane DeHaan, it may have gone a little different.
Let's throw him in as well then.
Okay, we'll switch it in now. I'll give you my reasoning. And one more.
Jack because she's not got their makeup on yet.
I have that
Okay,
exact
so-
outfit with me.
Hey!
That's hilarious.
Also, I need a mug. Actually, I was going to do like
generic mug?
push it off the stool thing. No, just an empty one. I'm going to like pretend to push it
Oh,
off.
if you go into the kitchen,
No,
Yes,
no,
there
it's
is,
fine.
yes.
yeah.
I feel like we could
We
do
need
a
one
couple
more
of
person.
No.
Another villain.
Yeah.
Vulture.
Venom.
What? Eddie Brock. Sony Venom, the new one.
Yeah, Sony.
Or the original one
No,
from
the
Sam
Spider-Man
Raimi's.
Venom, so not Tom Hardy, the other Venom.
Sam
the
Raimi.
70s show
I
Venom.
barely remember that. Oh, is that the guy
It's
from the
the guy from
70s
the
show?
70s show.
Oh my god,
We're
it
doing like Kill,
was!
Kiss, Marry, so
Oh, right.
feel
Okay.
free to jump in.
Oh my god, my mind is blown. It's like when someone pointed out. Do you know what blew my mind? You've seen Princess Bride.
Who hasn't?
Have you seen Men in Tights?
Yeah, but I think
Okay,
I
the
tried to forget
actor
that
in
is, like,
both.
much possible.
The actor in both is Dr. Lawrence Gordon from Saw.
The
Same
guy,
actor.
the guy that plays Robin in many times.
Yeah.
Because he plays Wesley in his brother.
Yeah. He and he's the doctor in the first Saw movie. You know, the one that gets stuck in the bathroom.
No, I've actually seen him something.
It just blew my mind because he does this American accent, so I didn't put two and two together because I'm smart like that. It's like I'd been watching Good Girls for like a good season, and I used to love the Scooby-Doo films, but I didn't make that connection because he was older. And then I'd rewatch Scream in between season 2 coming out, and so I was watching it, and he made a facial expression that I think he makes in Scream, and I was like, that's him.
Yeah.
Actually, shoot it up, or actually,
Pretty much.
I was gonna say, if you twist, we can still carry on playing Kill Kiss Mary.
Are you ready, Charlotte? I need to get ready.
Did you find your own mug?
Yeah, I've got a mug. I will do.
Sorry.
Can you grab Becca on the way?
Yeah, is she doing this with you?
Yeah, we're doing a joint interview
Okay.
of each other.
Topher Grace. Thank you. Mary, Kiss, Mary, Kill. Willem Dafoe, and Willem Dafoe. I want a roller coaster relationship.
Actually, that's you there.
I do like that. I mean, David Tennant is bae.
Charlotte, get out of my shot.
Thank you for playing along, Andrew. It's great.
I actually like.
That's great.
So, Andrew wants to be with Willem Dafoe forever and always.
Wait, can I just put the sounds really hot?
Yeah, yeah.
I
Of
should have
course,
put on the
go
mouse
for it.
mat, sorry.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Super noodles. I like the super noodles. They're good.
Yeah, me and Sam were like, we're gonna splash out and get cheap food.
We're gonna splash out and not
really
splash
sorry
out.
if I hit anyone. Oh, do you want a hand? Very good. Do you want to put it up again at the end?
I'm gonna go get ready, everybody.
Okay.
Have a lovely time talking to the lovely Charlotte.
Hey guys, it's me again. I've got my hair, I had a shower. So we're awake.
Is this the time you get this is the how I lost my virginity.
What?
But not really. I'm referencing Easy A.
Oh, yeah. I should have made the sign. Why didn't I make the sign? Yeah, you did.
I didn't change that.
That's your own fault.
Everyone that is actually still watching, I'm at Candybox.
Technically, can you grab Becca? 'Cause she's meant to be hosting me, but clearly not. Oh, it's okay. Okay, so basically this is not the photographer. Me and Becca will be talking about what I call post-con crunch. Sorry, let me just, what's your name?
Melissa.
Sorry, I do know that, I'm just
Yes.
I know,
5 a.m.
it's like, I know there's a list of names and a lot of them begin with M, alright?
And I'm still fucking covered in flour, by the way.
I just looked at my shorts on here.
Yeah, I have got flour.
That's
like,
brave of you to complain
down.
about.
Yeah, no, it's my fault.
The stuff on the ceiling?
Yeah.
During one of my shoots, there were a couple of spots that like
Yeah,
fell.
Becca was saying it's coming down as
I was
well.
just sorry, I'm back. Okay, so when Becky gets here, I'll like fully explain what we're doing because this is my chat and she is helping me today. No. If you can hear me chewing, tell me. Cool. It's okay, we're jumping in early because Michelle has to get ready for. Do you want to shut the door a bit?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
David Tennant is bae. Okay. Right, so I've seen Becca's been on here before, you know who she is. So I do, for those of you that don't know, I do photography and cosplay, and I want to make photography like my job, and Becca cosplays.
Yes.
Yeah, but has modelled a lot, so knows a lot about photography. So you're like middle ground between what most cosplayers know, I think.
I'd like to think I am.
Yeah, I'd say so. So I'm so overexposed. This is actually insane. Oh, well. So disclaimer at the beginning, I'm here to talk about what I call post-con crunch because I think it makes it easier for cosplayers to understand because it's terminology I've seen them use. But it's specific to like what I found because I know not everyone shoots the same way I do. Not everyone like has met the same people I've met. So just that brief disclaimer at the beginning. If what I say doesn't apply to you, as it very well may not, then just sure. So basically, what I call con crunch. What would you say con crunch is as a cosplayer? Yeah, as a
probably
cosplayer.
finishing your costume right at the last minute.
Before a con, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And packing as well.
Okay, yeah. So like the stress I put on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Making sure everything is all prepped ready for your costume.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm just checking I've got the right thing. So yeah, so like, because you see a lot of people posting about con crunch, like there was a cosplay that went viral this year because it was like a con crunch cosplay, so like this guy had like half finished with like a sewing machine. So what I call post con crunch is when photographers like this.
Sorry,
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, it's my camera.
Oh right, okay.
It's tapping, it's not
When
very-
photographers like get the day after con, basically you've got to start processing and going through all your photos from the weekend, and like obviously there's the stress before of like packing your stuff, but it's like a lot more afterwards. Like afterwards it's like, who have I taken pictures of, who wasn't on my list I took pictures of, are these my pictures? Sometimes. Yeah, so I feel like I found there's a gap between like how much cosplayers actually like not all of them, but how much a lot of cosplayers think happens and what they actually see, because there's a lot of like hidden admin. So I just find it like a lot on my page, which you can find below. I talk a lot about like just generally what goes on behind the scenes. You good? Nice hair. This is quite cool.
I am dying slightly, but it's fine.
You can vanish if you need to.
No, it's fine.
Fair.
We're good.
Well, how are you dying?
I'm so tired.
Oh, fair. Do you want some ramen? Fair. But yeah, so yeah, how much do you think is like editing, and how much do you think is like admin and stuff, like percentage wise?
Oh my gosh.
And this is a question you never like. I would never expect to be asked. So like, but I'm not expecting you to be like right or anything. I don't even know. But
Well, I'd say it's about equal. 50-50 for a photographer.
oh, for editing and like admin
Yeah.
stuff. Okay. Fair. What do you think?
Sorting out your files are probably just as long as probably editing.
Okay. Well, like for me, I find that whilst editing takes a long time, like the bit that's like mentally hardest is the admin part, and it's longer for me because you have to import your files from your camera at the end of every day, put them in a folder where they won't hopefully be deleted, God forbid. Then you have to, I'm sorry, I'm allergic to something in here, but that's fine. Then you have to put, I'm also dying, we're doing well. So you have to put the photos from your camera to your laptop or hard drive or whatever you're using, and then when you get back you have to go through all the pictures you've taken, weed out the ones that, what are you after?
I just, my card is there to be down.
Do you want me to put them in? Cool, both of them or just this one?
Well, the other one's yours, isn't it? I don't have 32.
That might be mine. I'll take it
It's
just
just
in
that I
case.
gave and done Michelle wasn't sure.
Yeah, oh, if it was in here, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
I don't really want to download the 10 things only because they're all black and white on the back of the camera.
I'll just see what turns up, honestly. I think we're uploading more photos as we go through. But yeah, so like the bit that's difficult is basically when I sit down to edit, I put all my photos in Lightroom like we're doing tonight, and then before even that, you go in your folder and you pick out all the ones you want. And the way I shoot is I take about like 2,000 photos per day. Jeez, kill me. I think my top is 2,000. My average is like 1 to 400. Yeah. So but then I only ever edit about 200 shots. So it's the like weeding down bit that takes a while. But it's difficult. And then the bad bit is when you get cosplayers messaging you like rudely, which has very rarely happened to me. But like, I've had a few people that like, it's, you know when you're like, you could have been so much more polite. So if people message me and they're like, hi, how are you, hope you're doing well, do you have an update on my con photos? Nothing wrong with that, I'm happy with that. I have had people before just literally just be like, you shot me on Saturday, like where are my pictures? I'm like, well now they're at the back of the queue. But no, but it's just like, yeah, it's a weird one. It's like a, I think when you're shooting with a photographer, you have like a one-on-one experience.
Yeah.
But then like the photographer has that with like you and then the next person and the next person. So like, and I've fallen into the same trap as well because obviously I'm cosplay, so I've done it. Where I'm like, Tony took pictures of me. Where are they? Like it was one shoot. But for him, he's done 200 shoots. So it's 200 of the amount of like work and time that's going to happen in. And I feel like a lot of cosplayers just don't realise that because it's never talked about.
Well, no, because I think the trouble is with that as well is I don't know from a cosplayer side, from photographer side, but cosplayer side, it's like sometimes the photographers don't communicate sort of like turnaround. If a photographer said like 3 to 6 months in between something like that, that's fine then. Because then it gives you a rough time scale. Very vague. But then I guess after 6 months, you're more than sort of in your right to sort of go round and just say, "Has my photo's been done yet?"
Yeah, I'm like I try and keep people updated as much as possible on like, I'll just be like, I'm doing another chunk of MCM tonight, like I haven't forgotten you. So I've recently been building a website and I put on my story, if there's a bigger gap, it's because I have a deadline to get my website done by, but because I have like a meeting coming up I need it for, so MCM has to go to the back of the queue for a bit. But now I've finished it, I'm straight back on MCM. Whereas I feel like a lot of photographers, you just never ever hear anything about what they're doing, and occasionally you see like one or two. And I don't agree with that because it's part of the customer service thing.
Yeah, I have to say I waited about 6.5 months for not even that, no, a whole year for some photos, and then I had to pay £10 for the edits.
Oh, you had to pay for them as well?
Yeah.
Did you know you had to pay for them?
Well, no, it was an early access sort of thing. So it was still a year,
Yeah.
but it was an early edit, even though it was a year later on.
Yeah. Wow.
So it was a bit like, okay. And then the photographer didn't even, like, when they edited it, which I don't mind giving the money because it was a beautiful edit.
There's a wasp. I'm not even fucking joking. That's not what the fuck is
You
this?
stop with the wasps.
I'm not joking.
Is there?
Yeah. This is obscene. It's fine. I'm not even looking at it.
It's fine, don't worry.
Sam's not even here.
I'm allergic to them.
Do you want to go out?
I will go out until the wasp
Do you-
goes bye bye.
Do you want to maybe go let Tony know, but I'll carry on in the meantime? Because I don't want you to die. Becca's leaving because she's allergic to wasps and we don't want her to die on camera. But yeah, so I think like photographers, a lot of the complaints you hear from cosplayers stem from like lack of customer service, which when I started completely, like I had no idea how to use Instagram. None of it was applicable. I didn't think much of it was applicable to me because I didn't think of myself as providing a service. But when you think about it, on some level, like they've put their trust in you, like you've got their pictures, you almost, like they almost deserve some kind of recognition. You haven't completely forgotten about them, even if it's just I've had a busy week, you know. Well, do you want to come join me? Becca, she's allergic to wasps and there's a wasp again.
Is there a wasp?
Yeah, I'm not joking, it's up there.
Oh, goodness. Spaghetti how to.
I was just saying how like a lot of photographers forget that like they're providing a service, so they should, like you kind of should update your followers if it's going to be a while for their pictures.
Yeah.
Because like you wouldn't expect, you know, customer service to forget about you.
No, of course not.
Which is somewhere like a lot of photographers can pick up on.
It'd be like if you ordered something online,
Yeah.
and then they were like, oh yeah, you know, you
A
expect
year later they were like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, sorry we forgot.
Like I know a lot of people won't mind waiting as long as they know they're gonna wait, because otherwise, as well, I think people will then chase for it, and then that can then stress out like
Yeah.
photographers.
So I'm genuinely curious because I don't, and like, honestly, like I'm more than happy with that. I don't generally say like this is how long your pictures will take, but I do warn people. I'm like, I'm not being paid for these, so they probably will take you a while. Like, do you get the impression from me you'll get your pictures back quickly, and then you're like disappointed if you don't?
No.
Okay.
Like no debate. Like no debate. It's like. But again, I suppose.
You just undo that and push it in. Just yeah.
Do I just want to do it now?
Sorry. Yeah.
Yes, no, just do it. Stay steady.
Oh, good. Cool. Sorry, we're back.
Hello. I know. But again, the thing with me and you is that because you're my best friend, so it's like.
Yeah.
So I know I can nag you, and I can be like, don't.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think it's one of the things when it comes to a con, like photographers take a lot of photos, a lot of them. So I think
For those of you who
always
don't know, by the
expect
way, Sam's part of Tonography,
Hello.
so she like knows photography stuff, but also cosplay, so she also knows cosplay stuff.
I know a few things.
We're disgustingly the same person right now.
I know, literally. Noodles and all.
Noodles and all. We're both doing Amy Pond later, like
Yeah. At the same time.
I know together. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. I'm excited. But yeah, so because a lot of time, like, here's the thing. Here's the tea. I'm joking. It's 5 a.m. It's 5 a.m. Charlotte, come on, we got this. So I feel like there's a lot of. I keep saying I feel like it's because I don't. This is very much my own opinion still. Like I know a lot of people this never happened. Like Tony's very like he lays down his rules, and therefore you know what to expect, which is good. Like it's good that he does that. But because I don't have a job, a set schedule or anything, I can't guarantee people that.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm honest up front. I'm like I don't know how long this is going to take me. I don't know how long I'm going to be.
Sorry, I'm just doing the rest of the school bit. So what would you like from McDonald's?
I'm actually I won't have anything. I've got some ramen and stuff. So.
It's not going to be too late now.
Oh, okay. Can I just have a bacon ramen? Ketchup, thank you. Can I ask you a question while you're here? We were saying that I think that compared to me, because you've got like, generally you're like, you tell people up front like, this is how long I think your photos will take, blah blah blah. Do you like that's a good way to go about it?
It sets a target for me.
Mhm.
So I have an aim to get it done before that time. But I always leave plenty of room. And I base it based on what I know my workload is when I go to work.
It's fine, I thought.
Is that based on experience?
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah. Okay.
So
I saw something before that was someone had lost, and I was just like, oh,
I know
the show
that I can
results.
process a model shoot in a day and a half of working on a computer. And that's not a full day, that's sort of like editing and stuff.
Yeah.
So I look at my workload that I've got to do before I start editing them, and then look at how many images I'm returning. Aiming to return, so like 3 images per cosplayer, I've booked X number of cosplayers, so I know that's going to take X number of days. One shots get a lot less work done on them than model shots.
Yeah.
Because they're common shots. So you get the basics where I might go a bit further with a model shoot. So I can gauge it roughly based on experience.
I mean, I'm fine with going down.
And then I add a month.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I add a month simply because life sometimes gets in the way.
That's really smart. I
So-
should do that.
And then as well, I think if people getting back sooner,
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
it's like a nice bonus.
Yeah.
Shuffle your head to the staff.
And I say to everyone, it'll be maximum 2 to 3 months, and I just say it'll be maximum. And so when they get them after 3 weeks, they're like, oh wow, thank you.
Yeah. So you like expectations where they would be if everything went wrong, but then if you get them back earlier, it's a positive.
Yeah.
It's a good way to do it.
That's why everyone loves Tony. He tricks. I'm joking.
Don't trick.
No, I know.
I'm honest.
Well, see, because I think a lot of the reason that, not this con I knew far more, but like other cons, people have said how long, and I've been like, I don't know how long it will take me to edit these because I don't have the experience, so I genuinely don't know. Whereas now I do have a much better idea. Yeah.
Yeah, it is experience, it's practice, and
Yeah.
Feel free to climb over me, don't worry.
She's having a lie down.
Yeah, I think just chill.
while you're having a break, if you want anything from McDonald's for breakfast,
Yeah, so, like,
I've
definitely expect less exact timings and stuff from newer photographers. Like, I feel like I know slightly more how long it would take me to edit something in Sandwich.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
But then, like, Tony might be like 6 months, and then I might be like, I think it might be 6 months, and Sam might be like, I don't know, for the same question. So, like, think
all
about
down
who
to
you're
the personal
working
photographer.
with. Yeah, think about who you're working with. People who, like, have done this for years, and if you know that, and then they're not really telling you that's more poor form than somebody does.
Yeah.
More poor form. Oh my god. What is this? No, it is more poor form.
It's
but
more
just
poor form. It's really. It's not
Well,
more
it's
poor
in more poor form than in not more poor form.
You're gonna get some.
This is 5 AM conversation, isn't it? This is going well. I'm enjoying it.
This one.
Yeah, we're still here. No, it's good. It's good. It's just bizarre.
Yeah, so
What did
I
we
would
expect
do
with us
is
watching the
up
Wasps
how
as well?
one step
It's sitting. It's okay. It's just sitting on the back where it has been for ages.
What's the getting part?
Emily's going to be back in a minute. But yeah, so like, think about if you're thinking about, I do get messages from people being like, I haven't got this, like, it's always like, I haven't got pictures back from a photographer, what should I say, is it rude? And I mean, it's never rude to ask, but it's how you ask. So if you're like, use basic manners, like if you're messaging someone, say hi, ask how they are. If you know they've been somewhere, like, just be polite generally. I feel like is a basic expectation of anyone messaging me. I'll be like, please be polite, unless it's Sam, which case do whatever.
I'm like, oi.
Oi, mate.
Woman, Merlin.
What am I, Merlin?
No, Merlin too. Oh,
Like, yeah, you did do that actually. They're like, excuse me, I want the Merlin ones. I was like, yes.
You're like, okay.
Okay.
Okay, queen.
Okay. Yes, like, know who you're working with, be polite. And nobody ever tells me when they message me that. No one's ever like, oh, like, I'm always like, who's the photographer? Because I'm not going to rat them out, but I'm like, because if it's, say, obviously, like, these are just names I'm picking out of the net, if it's like, I just can't, who's been around for it? Like, Jamie Fax has done a lot of cons, I think. If it was someone like him, I'd be like, he knows the deal, just message him straight and be like, hey, what's up, how are you, like, can I have a date? Whereas if it was someone like, and you go on their page and they've clearly done much less photographies, like me when I first started, then, you know, asking, being polite and then not wanting a direct answer might be less reasonable, but you still have to be polite. You should still just ask. The worst thing is when you can see people want to ask you for something and just message you all the time and never say it. Oh, I've had that a few. I came up with a shoot idea recently and I mentioned it, and there's like levels. There are people that just were like, I want to be involved, and I'm not plugging it here, but they're like, I want to be involved. So, you know, hi, I want to be involved. You ask if people want to be involved. Me, I'm like, yeah, cool. And then there were people that keep messaging me asking how the planning's going, which is like, not only does it make me feel like I'm planning solely for something that's entirely my own idea, but it's also just like, it's making me feel, 48 people applied for somewhere where there's less than 20 spaces, basically. So I'm like, at least 30 of you are in some way going to be upset if I don't pick you. Don't make it harder.
Yeah.
It's just, like, again, it's politeness. It's like, if it's like the person's thought, don't overload them. I feel like that's
I mean,
fair.
what I sort of tend to do, especially if it's someone who I know is like maybe newer, or if I don't know them personally. If I know them personally, I'm just how I am with them.
Yeah, like, you're just
But like,
friends.
if
Like,
I
you
don't
can
know them,
talk to your
I'll
friends.
sort of be like, hey, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Like you said, if I've been to a con or something, be like, I hope you know this was cool.
Yeah.
And I'll literally just say, how was I just said that. 5 a.m. 5 a.m. Oh, what's my train of thought now? No.
We're 5 a.m. and we've been put on earlier because everyone else was like needing to get changed.
So they checked on gingers.
Pardon?
So they checked on gingers.
Yeah, we got the gingers back.
Yeah.
That's good. When are we next shooting? 10?
10.
Is this it till 10? Oh, no, I might be shooting more.
I've got to talk at 8.
Oh, what's your talk about?
10.
Oh,
Maybe
you're
12.
being sure. Yeah.
If you want to see all that.
I just might just listen to them
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
I'll be in the corner like, ooh. Because I'm not going to take over your talk, I promise. But I find it really interesting because I jumped in. The way I got into photography was I found Comic-Con and really wanted to go, and because I'm selfish and I wanted my friends to come, I like made 3 of my friends come, and all of them were like, it's cool, but we probably wouldn't go again. Whereas I was like, hang on, I was doing A-level photography at the time, so it's like, I can do photography here. I see people doing free photography, it's such a good way to practice, and I've just like never left.
Yeah.
God help me. So it was like, and then I set up, I gave myself a Facebook page name because I've seen other people do it, and then I made myself Poison Photography, and the other one is deleted and gone and dead. Thank Christ. And I've still got some of the pictures, they're not good. But like, and then I just randomly met people through just being nice and normal. But
Yeah.
but like,
Well, normal.
yeah, but like joining a brand is quite different.
Normal.
Nice. Okay, I met Tony, so clearly being nice and weird.
And yeah, it is a different thing, but it's not like you're just doing.
Do you find people message you like differently when they know you're part of the brand?
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
Not massively. It
Yeah.
hasn't been much, but a little bit. Just people I don't really know that well, but I've spoken to. A couple of people have been a bit different. But
Okay, no, that's fair.
yeah, I remember that. I'll message the photographer, and I'll be like, I was like, hey, do you have any idea when these will be ready? I'm just
Yeah.
really, and I'll be like, I'm really excited to see the photos.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, I really want these back, but like,
Yeah.
it's cool whenever. If they go, I don't know, I'm like, that's cool. Just let me know when you have more of an idea.
Yeah.
But
I think
sometimes
you-
I don't get shots back at all.
Oh yeah. I think if you message someone, like, know that the answer might just be, I don't know, I've got a lot of work, which is fine because also at places like MCM, unless you're shooting outside the con grounds, they have to be free shoots. So your shoot is free. There's no financial obligation unless like I do 2-week returns and those will get returned in 2 weeks. But there's no financial obligation otherwise for like the photographer to return them
Yeah.
within an allotted time period. So like you don't know what they're doing in their life. So sometimes it's a bit like, guys, it's free. Please don't hate us,
Yeah.
please. I think it's. Do you find it odd doing cosplay and photography because you like
I think,
you see both sides, so you sympathise with everyone?
Yeah, it's just a big empathetic ball.
Oh no.
But no, it is, especially at cons, obviously, because I'll be in, obviously, one of my full cosplays, but I'll have my camera with me.
Yeah.
It's like, so I've had a couple of people come up to me last con and be like, oh, do you mind, like, if I grab some photos? And I'll be like, yeah, of course. But then I could be ready, like, I think there was one where, like, someone asked for photos, and then I was already, like, shooting with you at the time.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and obviously I've got other things with my cosplay I want to do.
Yeah.
But then obviously there's people who want photos and I want to photograph as well. So I think it's just finding the balance between the two.
Yeah, that's
is
true.
what it is. Because obviously cosplay was like my first like big main passion.
Yeah. No, that's
And
fine.
then obviously photography is something I always did when I was like younger.
Yeah.
But never really pursued. And then the past sort of year and a bit or so really picked up and
So
obviously
do you think you're, like,
photography's been a
swapping
fantastic
over?
help. I don't know. I think I'm definitely going to try and find a balance between the two.
Okay, yeah.
But
no,
it is because obviously like I'm so used to doing all cosplay stuff at con, I kind of default into cosplay mode,
yeah, okay.
and then like
yeah.
switching between cosplay and photography mode is just a bit. But
Because
yeah,
like, I've always just thought that I would do like photography.
yeah,
Sorry, I always thought I'd just do cosplay, but since doing and Tony said it to me before, and I'm promise I'm not just like blowing my whistle, but it was like if you put all the effort you put into photography into cosplay, you'd be a fantastic cosplayer. Just in terms of like, if I've got spare money, it will go on a new lens. It's not going to go on fabric. So like I've made the choice to like pursue, and I want to do photography as my job. I've like made the choice to pursue it.
yeah.
Sorry, we're just
Everyone
only in
chooses to
Darren's
spend their
face
money
at
on
the same
different
time.
things, don't they? And that's what you choose to spend your
Yeah,
time on.
so it's like I have picked a side. I still do cosplays, but obviously they're like not as big as they could be, because you know I picked my alley with it. Yeah, it's fine now.
But I definitely think I'd want to try and keep both if I can, 100%. So I don't think my love for cosplay is ever going to go away.
Yeah.
But my love for photography is very strong.
Yeah.
So it's like.
And photography, like in the long run, you
It
will always
helps.
have the camera and take
It helps
pictures.
as well.
Whereas
being
cosplay,
cosplay modelling in front of a camera.
yeah,
Like it helps
I've
a little
done
bit knowing the
so
angles.
much more modelling once I made the conscious decision to do photography, because like, and like not even being funny, when you're young and like when you're young and a girl, and a lot of like the cosplayers we know are like guys or just like older people generally,
Yeah.
and they want people to practice on. They know that we've got the patience to sit there and practice because we get it.
Literally.
So I get asked to do a lot more shoots now that I do photography, which is a weird one. And I'm like, okay, which side of the? I have had people say, they're like, I'd love to shoot with you, and I'm like, which way round?
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, I'd love to know.
Okay, well, the other base.
I think it was Ed. I don't think he'll mind me saying this. He did come up to a con once and he was like, I'd love to shoot with you, and I was like, that would be amazing. And I turned up and I realised he wanted me to take pictures, and I hadn't realised until I got there. I was like, and I like really quickly changed. I was like, yeah, no, of course. But my brain was like, what? You're right, Jack. Do you want to come in and have a chat with us?
I mean, sure.
This is Jack. You're great.
You're great. Hi.
This is Jack.
You also look great. And just like, everyone looks great.
Everyone looks great. Jack was sewing this shirt in the green room earlier.
It was.
In the most,
Because I realised it was a women's shirt.
in the most con crunch way possible.
I mean, I think I did pretty well. Like, you can't actually see it from this side, because there's like a couple of extra stitches, so I'm pretty happy.
Because you sewed it up the back. It was like women's shirts go further down the front,
So you can
you
tie
seem
them.
to like, yeah. Oh, is that why?
Like,
So
with,
you can
with
tie
this
them.
style shirt, it's like you do the
They go
pop
really
top
long
up and you tie it, yeah.
Okay. There you go. That's
I
I need to change that.
How we
Okay,
did
yeah.
the time.
We are technically only 10 minutes in because we started early.
Actually,
Huh? We're only 10 minutes in because we started early.
Oh, cool.
But,
Cool.
oh, have we?
Yeah. Watch the stream window.
It says live.
Yeah, I don't care what that says. Look on YouTube.
Much. No, it's working.
Yeah, but where's came up a little bit ago.
We get that.
Right then.
It's just a
We're loading
Yeah.
Darren's photos in, so it might be
Probably
freezing
some
slightly.
face. Yeah.
It always goes slightly slower for that, but I don't even lost it.
Yeah, we lost it in the other room.
Oh, okay. Well,
Did it come back down in the other room?
I will. Darren, your pictures are making it go slowly and panicking Tony. The picture's loading in and making it go slowly. That is, it's buffering it slowly.
So
Yeah,
dramatic.
because Lightroom's got this new thing of like they build standard previews. I've noticed.
Yeah.
So it's make it that we're like jittering, and that's every time we've done that, it's done that. But it will stop in a minute.
I think we just moved the bullying a lot.
I didn't
They're not
So that's
lit.
for next time.
Guys, someone
I
called
know,
Darren
it
sent me a
didn't-
friend request.
I know it does. I'm not gonna let you. Okay, I put them all in black and white, and it swapped them all back. I know.
Well, if you get to the young Ed ones while you're still on, can you just convert one?
I'll convert a couple to black and white. Yeah, all right. Just for you. No, they were all black and white thumbnails. I dragged them in. They went in colour.
Yeah, no, see, I think we've got to, set it how we should stay.
Oh yeah.
Charlotte, someone called Darren added me on Facebook.
Someone called Darren added you
Oh
on
my
Facebook.
God.
Is he model stealing again? Been here 5 minutes. No. Shameful.
Shameful.
So we're just pausing for a second to let photos load in because it's making it slow.
I'm just like, it's really, oh, this is like gonna weird, this is gonna break it. So like,
It might break it.
oh,
Imagine if we're responsible for breaking it by waving.
I love down for it.
Are you? It's like, no.
No, it's everyone. No, we were saying that like, one of my points is like you should, because you're technically offering a service, even if it's free, like you can understand why people you work with would expect like a level of customer service. So when
But wait
cosplayers
times.
get upset that you're not updated on wait times and stuff, they have a point. If you like, you know, if you've been doing it for long
and then
enough.
it's the other like, you're doing it for free.
Any thoughts, Darren?
Well, I'm getting edits out.
Yeah.
Feels so much like Gaston, like, hello.
My only thought is it'll get there eventually.
No, that's fine. But like, do you understand? Like, would you be happy for someone to message you or not?
It doesn't matter whether I'm happy or not. I get messaged.
No, it's fair. How do you
Let's
reply?
not do eggs
Angry
again.
swearing.
Yeah, generally just, well, no, I mean, I'm honest in the fact that, you know, and I tell you most people when I shoot, which is why I don't really shoot cons so much now, is that paperwork comes first,
Yeah.
you know, and then TFP after.
Nope, I'm leaning.
You know, that's not, and I never ask for money for anyone at cons, I'm not angling for that, it's a simple decision of, you know,
Tell my mama.
well,
Can I steal different
Just like-
pasties because the one on the left is not staying on?
is it not? Brilliant.
Thanks.
Right,
I'm covering
yeah, and
myself,
basically,
yeah.
it's basically because it's TFP, it has to wait. For
That's time for
Yeah.
break.
for myself.
Yeah, that's fine.
But then I just try and get it out, and I will say I've been more restrictive about the things that I've been doing at cons and TFP.
Yeah.
Just because the workload is so high.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to disappoint people, so I just don't shoot.
No, that's fair enough. Yeah.
You know, but I mean, I certainly owe people because I mean, if anyone's watching this live stream later, there'll be people that I'm sure I know from 3-4 years ago from
Yeah.
cons, but they're probably images that I just didn't think up.
No, that's fair.
Mustard, and so never got round to, and but I'm honest enough to tell them that. They're
Yeah.
Like someone can always message you and say, as long as they're nice about it, and say, hey, you know, is there any idea when it
I've
crashed you?
been messaged before I actually got out of the car park at Excel before,
That has happened.
As to
Yeah.
when.
Really?
Yeah.
as to when they get.
I once had. I took a
And I'm
picture
not-
on Saturday. Where are they? I was like, well, I'm gonna kill you now
I've got on my camera, what do you mean?
with this fork.
That specific book.
It tastes ramen-y.
Ramen is like ramen.
Then you were talking to
Obviously, like
Darren,
ramen.
yeah, and literally all I saw was your chin.
This up now, is that?
Let me just read it. I think we just leave it for now.
And so look,
Oh yeah, I just mean like the live show, is it?
Oh, okay.
Less pixelated.
Okay. So, but yes. Yeah. So this is the thing. It's about it. Like you are getting if you get them back photos for free, and free basically just means no guarantee. And like obviously best possible world. Like I consider the fact that like you gave up your time to shoot with me. I want to give you something back. But if I suddenly got paid shoots back to back to back, then
Paid work will always come first.
then paid work comes first, and like I want to do it as a job, so I can't just keep giving
You can't turn down paid work.
Yeah, and I was talking with Tony earlier, and I was saying I'm gonna stop booking slots for Saturday of Con because they oversubscribe it so much now. Like no one can find me on Saturday because MCM have sold so many more tickets than they have before. So it's like Saturday can be the day that I pick what I want to shoot.
Yeah.
And like do longer shoots and shoots I actually care about.
Yes.
Less to edit, better pictures.
And you can do some more cosplay as well. On that
Yeah,
day. Like,
and then but if I keep like one day like Friday or Sunday for people that like are too shy to not like book because that's still like that works for me and it's less work. Lightroom's just managed. So
I like this.
Ooh, no.
I think that's just the
just the
settings
screen.
gone down.
Alright, cool.
Yeah,
It's
it's auto gone down. I can't be bothered to put it back up. We don't need to see ourselves that bright.
No, I was gonna say.
I need eyes.
Okay.
No, it's just auto gone down to 144.
Oh my goodness, that's okay. Right.
That
That is
okay.
something.
I thought someone would come in, but I just watched you come in on the live stream.
Yeah, there's a day.
We're doing well.
Doing well.
We're doing well. Yeah.
You're
Just
really loving
interested.
the
I'm
profile.
genuinely just interested in like how much cosplayers know what photographers do.
Yeah, I actually think it's so intriguing how everyone has a different opinion on it. Like,
Because some people do just seem to think that you take them off the camera and you're just too lazy to like give them back. Like they're like, you just click a button. Why haven't you sent them back? I'm like, gee, I have to find your name. I have to tag you. I have to wait for my internet. I have to wait for the download, upload, download again, edit, upload, save.
watermark.
Yeah, watermark if you have one, which we now do. Okay, we all have one.
Charlotte will
Yeah, I do.
agree.
Used it once.
But I do get it from the other side. I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty frustrating to have someone take a picture
Yeah.
and then not see the results.
Yeah.
Because, you're either thinking, well, they're going to be some sort of perv who's only taking it for their own
Yeah.
collection, or it's, there might be a bit of doubt comes in, or was it not good enough? Was
Yeah.
was my cosplay not good enough? Whatever, sort of thing. And just wanting to see a good product at the end of it.
I think
But,
it's always worth messaging them though.
you know. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's when people, because I've been messaged before by people saying they're too scared to message their photographer, but they don't know whether.
No, I mean,
Anyway.
like, you had post ideas. Help.
Yeah.
Go for it. No, I've been messaged before by people who have like, they don't want to message. This is like separate to slots. But they're like, I want to ask them where their pictures are. How do I do it? And I'm like, just say, hi, how was your weekend? Can I just ask like, is there a reason I don't have my pictures back? Because there's been a couple of times before that people have messaged me and said, or I've messaged them, and they've said like, you took a picture of this cosplay, and I've just flat out said, I was like, I didn't know what I was doing with the lighting, and we were under the trees, so they were really green, and I'm not sure how to bring them back from that. So like, I'm really sorry, but I don't think you're going to get your pictures back, so I'm not going to send you any. And they've always been nice about it, but you just have to tell them.
Yeah. I think the main thing that people just want is, I think it's just communication.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't, you don't need like a set date, you don't need like a deadline, I'm sure, although it would be obviously lovely in an ideal world where we could have photos back all the time, constantly, so constantly building it up. Just being able to communicate, I think, with the photographer and with the cosplayer as well.
Yeah.
It helps so
Yeah,
much.
Yeah.
Like, that's from me anyway. Like,
No,
as
that
a
makes
cosplayer and as a photographer, like,
That makes a lot of sense.
communication is key. It's like my motto.
I think that's true. That's like probably just what it boils down to. Like
Yeah.
all the complaints that I've heard about other photographers, it's like so much of it is like, but did you just ask? And they're like, no. And I'm like, well,
It's not right.
like, in the nicest way possible. What did you want us to do then? So if you have the courage to message me and ask what you should be saying, message them. Didn't think about that one,
Yeah,
did you?
little nugget of knowledge
A
for
nugget
you.
of knowledge. Message them directly. I can't help you.
Yeah.
Unless it's Sam, in which case I'll kick her.
Hit me.
Oh, I think it's also worth mentioning, and I don't know if everyone else does this, but like I have a rule of I don't jump people to the front of my queue, like friends.
Yeah.
But if people message me and they're like, if someone messages me out of the blue and they're like, oh, like I had someone who was like, I'm so sorry to bother you. I took pictures with you and 2 other photographers at con, and I've got a picture back from each of them. I want to put up a line of 3 in my like bio. do you have a third one? So I messaged her back. I was like, I'd be more than happy to do your set. Like, I understand completely it's Instagram.
Yeah.
I was like, I'd be more than happy. She was a pleasure to shoot with. I'll send her images. She used all three of mine in the end. I was like, but I was like, yeah. She messaged, she asked, and I was like, yeah, all
Like I
right.
said to you, she sent me a couple of like sort of previews
Yeah.
of like a couple, one of like the Mary Jane. I can't remember what.
Yeah.
And I sort of said to her, I said, oh, do you have a couple of others just so that like I can have them? And I said, there's no rush for anything.
Yeah.
But if there are a couple of others that you think, because again, the good
Did
thing.
I ever give you more? I don't know if I did. No, I didn't. I literally forgot
But
the
I would say
conversation.
honestly, again, the good thing with communicating with people, I'm very also fortunate that when I shoot with you, you're one of my close friends.
I know you.
You can
Can't
literally
escape.
now say to me, Sam, you will not be happy with these photos, don't even look at
Yeah.
them. Like, but obviously say it in a nicer way to other people. But that's the thing, at the end of the day, yes, it's the cosplayer who's looking good in the photo, but it's the photographer's name on that photo.
That, yeah, and like, I'm
It's
writing,
their portfolio and their work.
I'm writing a blog post soonish that I'm literally gonna just, I'm calling it why I hate it when people say you don't have to edit those photos. And like my pet peeve, and I hear this from so many people, like friends, family members I've heard it from, please don't kill me, but like people, you take pictures at an event, like it'd be a party, it'd be con, it'd be like, even if it's just casual, like I've turned up to events before with my camera and basically been taking them like both for whoever's event it is, but also for practice, because I'm like, why not? I'm here, I'm a guest, I might as well. Everyone loves a picture. And then like the same evening they'll be like, oh, you don't need to, like, you know, you don't need to edit them, just can you just send them back to me? And I'm like, but I still took them in RAW.
Yeah.
I still have to upload them all and then unupload them all as JPEG, and like, but then you're like, I said like a lot, I'm so sorry. Like when I take a picture, quite differently to Tony and Darren, I take a picture with, if I take one, I can say I know the edit I have in mind for it.
You're very good. You have a very strong mindset with editing.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
you know
I'm
what
like,
you're doing.
I'm like, this eye might look a little bit weird, but all it needs is a tiny bit of black, and like that will even out the eye
You
makeup.
can process that like in your brain.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Whereas a lot, and I agree with getting lighting right in camera, but some people just like, it's much more camera work, minimal editing. But so for the way I work, to give people back unedited work is like so different. Like you wouldn't, if you looked at it, you'd be like, was she mad?
Yeah.
Then if you look at the edit, you're like, oh, hang on, she had a
I
preset
get
in
it.
mind that changes the blacks, and that's why it's so dark. It makes sense. Like, hang on, what?
And I think the important thing is as well, is like I sort of brought up on, is that it is a profession. It is something you want to do. It is your work. It's your work essentially.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't want to, if you were like drawing something, and say you were drawing, say your friend, and your friend was like, oh, I want that drawing of me, and like, great. But if the drawing wasn't that good, that's out. That's your work. That's what people are going to look at. And if you're not happy with it, like it's a two-way thing.
You can't
It's a two-way
expect
thing.
raw, like just blanket general. You can't expect a raw photo back from a photographer. And the reason it like gets on my nerves so much is when you say to me, "Oh, you don't have to edit them," and I say, and like I'm like, okay, and normally I'll be like, "No, that's fine. Like I want to anyway. Like trust me." And then it's like they'll say it again. They're like, "No, don't edit them," and I'm like, "Why?" And they're like, "Oh, I don't want to have to wait." And I'm like, "But I've taken pictures for you for free of charge at your event. You actually don't get a say." Like because I still want them to go out under my name because I'm proud of the fact to take pictures. But I don't want
pride. You want to be proud of the
yeah,
work.
but I don't want pictures to go out that I'm like, well, I took these pictures, but she didn't want them edited because no one's gonna know that with my brand names on them. It doesn't say my brand name and then like, by the way, this person didn't want their pictures edited, so that's why they're a little bit grainy and like actually black. Because I could have brought it back, but they didn't want me to. They wanted it like it is here. So if you could just deal with that, fine. No, it just says my name.
Okay, so I've got a quick question.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
think we might have to wrap up soon, but I've got a quick question.
I think we
anyway.
have like another 20 minutes.
Oh, do we? Awesome.
I think we have an hour. I don't know.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So how would you feel then on like the back of that? How would you feel about if you sent a photo to someone you were proud of, and the cosplayer or model came back to you and said, I really don't like the way I look in this photo personally, do you have any others on different angles?
I'm so fine with that.
Yeah.
Because
I know a lot of people
the photographer at that point is entirely in their right to be like, I don't think any of the other photos worked, or like I don't like any of the other ones. That's the risk you take. But
Sorry, I know
I
you
have had
No, no,
people
sorry,
before be
no,
like,
sorry.
I love this, but is there a picture where like I'm turned slightly more? And I'll be like, you know what, there is, and I'm happy enough with it.
Yeah.
And if it means you're gonna post my work and you'll be happy with it, because like you're in the picture too. Like people forget that like if I take a picture of Sam, it's
So you're still shooting the same sort of
the
profile.
wasp.
Where is it?
It's gone.
It's okay, sure.
No, it's behind monitors.
Oh.
Yeah, just a quick. Yeah, looking more towards those plugs down there.
Oh, it's over there.
Really good idea.
Oh, it's bigger than the last one.
No, it's not. But no, don't hold on to me in case we have to run. But yeah, so if it's fine, it's gone, right?
It's not in the light, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So if Sam's in my picture and Sam doesn't like it, she's not going to post it. So if you can find a middle ground you're both happy with, and neither of you have to do it, then why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
That's the way I think. Some
Again,
photographers
two-way
are
street.
well within their rights to be like, that's the photo I've done for you, take it or leave it. That's also fine.
Yeah. I think as well, like, I know a couple people might take it personally, first like, well, I know, and I know it's been a couple with you, whereas like we've been looking through and I'm like, they're absolutely stunning shots, but I really don't like that side of my face.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, yeah, cool.
And like if you're, I think another important thing to remember is when you're taking pictures with your photographer, if you look at a picture and you don't like it, don't tell them you like it, because then
Yeah.
you'll get that picture back. Whereas I've had people before, like when we were taking the MJ pictures, as I was taking them, I was like, I think the way you're leaning forward, the shorts are digging into you, just like my shorts. I
You
don't
said,
have
you
it.
said to me flat out, I don't think you'd like this, let's change it up.
And Sam looked at them and she was like, yeah, I want to retake them, same leg pose, I just want to arch my back a bit more. And she did, and like, you like them.
Yeah. I think as well.
So you fix it right then and there, and you know you're going to get a good
Yeah,
shot.
I think that's always the thing. I don't know about, obviously, I can't speak, so new, I can't speak for obviously more experienced photographers and like everyone else. But for me personally, I would much rather, when I'm showing some of the photos, like, you know, just showing them how again, like, get an idea of what you've got. I would much rather someone said to me, I'm not a fan of this angle, it's not working. Because if you sit there and you say to me, yeah, that's cool, it's cool, I like it, I'm going to presume you like all the photos, so I'm going to pick the one I want.
I think the other big one is as well, like, I have a lot of people who've come up to me and said, like, just so, and I will say at the beginning, I'm like, is there anything like you want to like aim for? And I've had multiple, it's always double chins, multiple people be like, I don't want a double chin in this photo.
Yeah.
At which point, and like, I don't pretend to know everything about the way they look, but at which point I will say, how do you normally get rid of your double chin in a picture? Because like, I'm not them, I don't know. And they'll be like, oh, normally if I tilt my head like this, and I'm like, you know what? We'll start with that, and if it doesn't quite work, we'll adjust it and adjust it, and I'll show them. Like, if your photographer doesn't show you the camera when they're taking pictures with them, you can ask them. They should be showing you, to be honest. Like, so you know, yeah, it's just like common politeness, isn't it?
I think the whole sort of common thing with each of these questions and each of the answers is it's a two-way street, and it's just be polite, be a general human being.
I think on the Tony Graffy website, I'm quoted saying "Don't be an arsehole," but like it's entirely relevant at all points. All of the like, you know what I mean? All of the stories you hear about like people being angry at a photographer for not giving them their work back, but then you find out it was a free photo shoot, or like people being upset with an edit, then you find out there was a specific reason for that. It's like generally it only turns ugly or bad when people aren't polite. So if you're gonna be polite, if you're gonna ask somebody, just be polite and understand that that doesn't mean you're gonna get your own way. If you ask someone something politely and that's wrong or not the answer you're gonna get, that's not what you're gonna get.
Yeah,
that makes sense, no?
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, it's still here.
It's on the light.
I think it's on the light.
It's just that.
How are you going? Are you good?
I would come a little closer to yeah, more
We're good,
close
we're dying
to
slightly.
We're nearly there. It's like,
I just, not dying slightly in terms of tiredness, I just feel weirdly like I've got a slight cold. It's like,
I feel like it is a pod, is that weird?
I think it's just really warm in here. Because like, I don't feel like tired, but my eyes just like feel almost like...
I'm excited we're entering into like the final countdown now.
It's like, what time does this finish?
12. Oh wait, you mean us?
No,
It's 24 hours.
Yeah, I did. like
It finishes at 12 noon.
Oh, okay.
24 hours from when we started.
I don't know when we started. Too long
I
ago.
thought you meant when did my shoot end?
I thought you were being
When
sarcastic.
do you finish? Well, to be fair, 5 minutes.
You know, put that back up to
5 minutes left.
Yeah.
Again,
Yes,
it's the
same
sort of thing
prices.
that I'm shooting black and white.
Yeah.
Can we do a random giveaway or is that not?
Yeah, let's go.
Should we do a random giveaway?
Do a random giveaway. Live life.
Wait,
on
is there anything left? Oh, there is. Okay. I so nearly fell off that chair. Don't mind me. Hang on. Okay.
It's like, do you want cheese or ham?
Right. Random giveaway time. Let's do a pin. We're giving away a tonography pin. Do you want one?
I can't take this.
it off, you know.
Do you want one? There you go.
Stop laughing.
I can't
Do you wanna
help
give
it.
it away?
I'm holding a full second. I don't
Come on, do a
Yeah,
giveaway.
they'll
We
do
don't
it.
own it.
Okay.
Own it.
Okay, we're going to do a giveaway with a
Fine.
tonography pin.
Right.
So, things like
How
so
do you want it?
yeah.
Just so I can.
It's
So it's just on the
basically that, but to
insects
the
in the
side, it's more
Explorer
like doctor's cough.
Okay.
Just go on
Du,
the side
du,
like that.
du.
With that other one, big fist.
Sam, would you like to do the
Close
honours
to
of
the
reading out the
That's it.
answer? Ready?
The body just-
For this beautiful tonography branded pin for free advertising for one and all,
Genuinely during
which is like they're actually quite aesthetic. Like I've got like 3. Okay, ready?
Ready?
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Tony won a tonography pin. Someone go and bring him in here. Bring Tony.
Yeah, you've been shooting back now.
This has made me sick.
My shoot was 20 minutes ago. It's alright. Everything got pushed back.
Oh, that's not.
Oh my god. Where is Tony? This is gonna be
To
good.
call him on the live stream.
Sorry. In heels, I don't trust myself to try it.
Wait.
Tony's exact words is you can redraw, he's got too many of the fucking things.
No, he has to come and accept it and then give it back.
We want to
It's
present,
redrawn.
we want to personally present you, Tony, with your prize.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll redo it then. Right. Becca, you can read out the new one.
Read out the new one.
Becky, is she here as well?
She's doing her makeup.
Go get her.
Yeah, we want to present
Go
her.
get her. She's got a
I
pin.
want to do an official presentation
I think
of
she
this
gets
very-
one anyway for being here, but we're giving this to someone.
We want to present her.
We want to present.
What did you win?
You didn't win the pin.
I
Tony
want the
won
pin,
the
even
pin.
though I had like 6 of them on my shirt.
Literally.
I
Tony
want
won it,
more
and now
pins.
Becca's won it. Becky?
Becky.
I always go for Becca. My best weekend's
How's
with
the
Becca.
noodles?
They're good. Sam made me noodles.
Oh, you bought them.
I
And you were
bought-
like, I've got 2 packets, do you want one? I was like, oh yeah.
Yes. They're different flavours.
Share food, share makeup, share cosplay.
In her lingerie getting
Oh,
ready,
okay.
so
Oh,
she
okay,
said-
maybe not.
She says thank you.
Does she want it?
Yes.
Okay. Can you go and present it to her, please?
Okay, I will go. Oh, do you want
You can
And
go
we
if
should
you
we give
You go.
away? We'll give away another one
Unless
in
you
the
wanna-
meantime because there are loads in here.
I know, we're going to give
I don't know how we're getting these.
Do you
People.
want to? Also,
I know we are. Okay, they're on there. Wait, so we can add Becky's to the list.
we'll just give winners of pins.
Yeah. No one else is here. They're not
They're
stopping
like
us.
one of a kind.
Okay. Pin number 2.
This one is a very special
This
pin, very
one-
close to my heart.
There you go. It's been blessed.
It's been blessed by 2 gingers.
Jesus, what we do. This is definitely. This is
blessed
a.
by 2 gingers.
This is the 6 a.m. tonography blessed by
Yeah.
2 gingers pin.
I know many people who
It is for Claire Bennett. Who is that? That rings a bell. Is Claire in the other room? Someone go and get Claire, whoever she is. Claire! I don't know what Claire is.
This is a personalised pin. as well.
We kissed it.
We blessed it with our non-existent socks.
Oh,
You go and get Claire.
hey, give me credit for being correct, sort of.
Okay.
You were correct. You were very, very correct. We just, threw you off by changing the lights.
This is. I'm actually really enjoying giving these to people who are literally right in the other room, and all of them are. They're always. Oh! Claire came through! Okay, so we both kissed this, and it's the 6 a.m. tonography pin.
Oh, well, I will treasure that forever.
There you go. Okay. Oh my god, literally. Okay, it's been presented. I'm enjoying it.
Pin number
This
3.
is me for Steve.
Nice, there you go. Right, should we do another one?
Do one more.
We're gonna do one more pin.
I'm gonna make some chocolate noodles on this.
We're not giving away noodle pins. Why is Tony saying he's doing the giveaway thing? What's he doing? Or is that for the auction thing? But he doesn't want anything.
What did you say?
Okay, this is the last pin.
I said we donated.
We're gonna
That's why he's in the charity.
tap it on the microphone so you've all kissed it,
Oh,
technically.
That's part of
So
Hannah, can you kiss the tonography pin? Okay, and then, because you're also a member of tonography.
there might be lip balm on that.
Oh, Jesus. That was live. Okay. We are going to. It is for. Who's it for?
It's for Ali.
It's for Ali. Ali,
Ali,
you won
you
a
won.
tonography pin. These are,
Which has been kissed by Hannah and
and
blessed by
licked
myself.
by Sam.
I'm having too much fun with
Okay.
this robe, by the way.
When you're here, we will add your name to the list, and I think you're here tomorrow. We'll present it to you tomorrow formally.
We're going to do a full fanfare.
What's his surname? I just clicked on that. You made that
Watson.
up. Oh yeah. Oh, it's really not cool. What else did he win? I think he won something else.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, you wanna? Oh, he's doing well. We can put them together. There we go. There you go. Everyone's a winner here at Tonography when you've got this many pins.
I was about to say, I don't know how many more we can place before all our freckles start running out.
All of these are technically up for grabs.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Fridge magnet. Spice things up.
We're just going to look through the box.
Yeah.
Just to tell you what's coming up.
Mostly
for the
yeah.
future.
I had a look, see an hour.
Are we allowed to show people?
I think so. I
Okay,
should rinse off.
So
when
we've got
Benny was in here.
some. Who is it? King Tide has given us a print, a signed print, and there's clearly some kind of Daenerys. Which also, no, it's also King Tide. These are all.
Yeah.
No, they're all King Tide. These are. Oh, that's both of them. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of King Tide prints to give away.
And Onyxia.
And Onyxia. And then there are. Michelle, are these your pictures?
Yeah.
Michelle's got prints to give away. There's someone's biro that's fallen into this box. So if you want, if you want a biro, give us a shout.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
I'll grab it.
Okay, cool. There are some Mind Fridge magnets, which at some point we'll do giveaways for as well, with the Mind telephone number on, because obviously we're raising money for them. So if anyone, I'd like keep donating, we're going to keep going to 12 obviously, so if you want stuff like that. Who is it?
I have found
Lady in Traffic.
With it pointless. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, so we've got a bunch of stuff to give away.
Totally changed that.
Oh, it's coming in flour, hang on.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Why'd you give it to me?
You took it from me. Not over the ramen.
It wasn't over the ramen, it was over me.
Oh, okay.
Should pop that.
I murdered my
Do you-
third husband.
Only your third? Get on my level,
I murdered
sweetheart.
all my husbands, thank you. Sorry, I'm having too much fun with that.
Wait,
Change that
change
graphic.
that. Do you have a copy of the schedule? Is this
It's on there.
Oh, is it? Okay. Is
Yeah,
this
let's have a
schedule?
look.
I'm old-fashioned. I like reading them, but
I want to look when the next giveaway is. Schedule giveaways.
okay. Okay, you go for that one. Thank you.
Sorry.
For bringing me paper. This is how my old eyes like to read. Okay.
6 o'clock. So it's you, Darren. We're doing a giveaway now.
Yeah, you're doing a giveaway.
Right?
Wait, is he? Where?
Yeah. Am I being really silly?
Yeah, no, you're giving away you and
Becca.
you and
we want
Becca are
some
doing a
fans.
giveaway. Darren, you and Becca are doing a giveaway now.
You girls can do
Wait, no, because we don't know what we're doing. I don't know how to do it.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing either. I don't
God,
think
we
sure
can't
I'm
all
involved in
we
this
can't
program.
all not know what we're doing. It's just because
Oh
you're
yeah,
in here. I
quite.
think.
We can definitely all not know what we're doing. Definitely.
There's a lot of flour there still. You might want to flip the background back or you're gonna kind of see that through the sheer stuff.
That's true.
If that's gonna show through the sheer thing, if you don't flick it out. Sorry.
Do we have a dustpan?
I don't know, as in the wrinkles, not the flour.
Do you want to help me? Because in my hand, I'm not
That
very.
needs to be. I need
Oh, I'll
to
get it.
Step off from the screen from here.
Okay, I'll lift this up.
Yeah, okay.
We're just moving the backdrop because otherwise Hannah's gonna have more editing to do, which I'm sure she would rather not.
Everyone else?
Yeah.
Have you changed who the model is?
Yeah.
Are you babes?
We're on this. The ginger team has got this. Sorry, I just noticed.
Thank you.
Sorry? What is on the can I look at the list?
Yeah, of course you can.
I'm just looking at what's coming up. So next,
The £10 voucher for Insert Coin giveaway we're doing.
are we doing that? Did Becky say we're doing it? Are we doing the same way we did the other giveaways? Okay, so we are giving away a £10 voucher for, as you can literally see right here.
Oh, no, I'm just trying.
Thanks, Sam. £10 voucher for Insert Coin. Fantastic price.
That's really good.
It's actually good. I am. Sorry, I
really
can't.
good.
That's not Internet Explorer. That's Microsoft Edge. That's why I get so confused. They call it Explorer. This is Microsoft Edge. Okay, so the winner of the £10 Insert Coin voucher is Louise Byers.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah. Louise
Well done,
Byers,
Louise.
you have won the £10 voucher. Either you get in contact or we will to arrange your prize. Did I nail that bit?
You nailed that.
Wait, where do we put it in here?
Yeah, so just pop the name right there.
Ah, perfect. Okay.
There you go.
That's perfect. You won something.
I did.
You won the same thing I know you didn't.
I won the Adam crossover.
You want to tilt it up so
Final Fantasy.
sorry.
Someone Final Fantasy 15.
No, I didn't win.
She won. She's the rights to the whole game.
Oh,
Final
yeah.
Fantasy 15. There's 15 of them at least.
At least.
I think the worst part about con is people coming to me being like, "Oh, I'm cosplaying from FFXV8 to 7i," and it's all like Roman numerals, and I can't read any of it, and I'm like, okay, and I have to Google it every time.
Yeah, I'm feeling the burn in my
I know,
calf.
it's
It's
really
the
not
left one. Right one.
It's just us, isn't it? Actually, might be.
That's brilliant. I love that.
I love that. Wait, genuinely. Oh, yes. More people. Hi guys.
Hello.
We're just having a look at what's coming up. We need to change the giveaway. What's the next giveaway?
Oh, let's have a look. What's the next giveaway?
Calf burn is real.
Drum roll.
Fantasy. Oh, a fantasy edit. This is for any
Okay,
cosplayers
I
out there.
will
If you
do
want to.
that.
Oh, someone donate money.
It's like my
I know.
husband. That's awesome.
I'm just panicking.
Yes.
No, it's fine.
Why do you always take it as me not saying that?
Wait, what was that again?
It is in
Mike
Mike
Wilkinson,
wants
yeah.
to be.
Okay.
What are you
So the
talking
next
about?
giveaway. So if you haven't donated and you're a cosplayer watching and you want the chance to get a fantasy edit
Oh,
by Mike Wilkinson,
highly recommend it. Honestly,
check
it
out
is.
his Facebook. Oh my god, I'm following him for like way too long.
I know.
You know when you're like, you know when you, I feel I'm at a weird stage where I've been in the cosplay community long enough that I know a decent number of people,
Yeah.
and a decent number of people know me, but I keep meeting people that I fangirl over, and then I meet people like Darren, who other people fangirl over, and I have no idea who they are. I'm saying I'm at a weird stage where like I meet people in the photography community, and I like still fangirl over who they are. But then I met you and I had no idea who you were, and other people were like, "You don't know Darren Rowley," and were like practically slapping me out of doorways, being like, you're like, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a fancy edit by Mike Wilkinson.
But yeah, do you know Mechanismo? Do you know Mechanismo?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an editor on Facebook.
Don't put me on the spot, though.
No, I was just
I
wondering.
can connect real
This is
names
saying the
with
next
things.
giveaway.
Mike
is fancy
Wilkinson.
edit by him.
Oh.
He does.
Oh.
Which is
They're sick. To be
I'd
fair.
love to have that.
I like how much. To be fair, they're sick. No, that's cool. Yeah, if you want an edit done for you, a promised edit, unlike the ones we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, these tenuous things.
But no, honestly, guys, I know we've been doing this for a while, and I know
Yeah.
it's getting on a bit, but please keep donating. Like,
I got ramen on my throat.
I was trying to make a paper screenshot.
Sorry, carry on.
Power of mind.
Yeah, we just
No, honestly, it is such a good cause, and it's close to so many people's hearts.
Yeah, we did, like, last time we, like, cancer research is obviously a great cause and affects a lot of people, but so does mental health,
Yeah.
which is why we're doing this too. And, like, especially in the cosplay community when a lot of people use it for escapism,
Yeah.
you're bound to know at least one, if not
Yeah, even if you
hundreds
don't know
of them.
it, you will know someone.
Yeah, so, like, giving to a charity like this, like, even if people just go on the Mind website for
Yeah.
information, like, I've been on it before just because I was curious, because they have, it's like factual
And then,
scientific information, so you know, like,
Yeah, it's not just. Obviously, it's a help website and helps get help, but it does
Yeah.
give you all the information as well. Like, so
Yeah.
it puts some, well, not some sense into it, but it can help.
you
to-
don't need to. There are, but I believe from what I remember when I was on it, not only does it give you all the information, but also there are sections on it if you're friends and family and think that someone like that someone you know is dealing with it, you can look
And
on
it's
the
like how
website.
you can help them with like.
Yeah. So like
good.
if you're even if you're just like, oh, I've heard of, I don't know, like depression, I don't really know what it is, it will tell you. So
Yeah.
it's like Wikipedia but for
Yeah.
mind stuff.
I went on it because it was a while ago that when one of my friends was suffering from like a mental health issue, and when they told me, I had no clue what it was. So I literally went on the website to try and help them understand how to help them better.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time, especially like again, it's like someone who suffers from it, like it can be hard to sort of explain because it's not going to be the same every time.
Yeah.
To help, like it's always going to be different. So sometimes it's just
Yeah,
knowing
like-
that someone understands.
And instead of having
yeah.
like, and for, like I've known people who instead of repeating themselves like multiple times have been like just literally just sent
Yeah.
people a link to the Mind website. That has happened to me. They were like, I mean, they explained to me, but they were like, look, honestly, if anyone else just wants to know, just send them this link and they can read it themselves, so like you don't have to talk
Yeah.
about it again and
Yeah.
again and again. And like that's smart.
Yeah.
I'm actually genuinely really impressed. That was very
Yeah.
mature.
Wow. They're
Yeah.
actually coming out really well. It's hard
So
to. I
we've got-
do pose and I kind of hope you know what to do with it. you
We're
know?
just seeing what's coming up. We're like really curious because we read the first half of the schedule. We're looking at the first half of the schedule, and now we're like looking at the other
Looking
half.
at the second half.
Second half. It's all Hannah and Tony in it.
In it.
In it, fam.
So you're actually going to be sat on the floor, and that's on your back, and you're just.
We are on at
almost like
10. No, I'm
just
shooting
spread
from
like
10
that.
to 11.
Yeah.
And then we've got to shoot at 11.
Not very wide.
When am I meant to
because
put my makeup on?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no,
I'll do my hair after this. Then make it later.
But yeah, I
Just
think that's
before
all
my-
right.
yeah.
Yeah, so, I'm hoping it's
Yeah,
not
because you'll
too
have-
So if
much.
I've got a camera mark embedded in my
Yeah, it just needs
face,
to be down a little bit.
I'll edit it out.
Because the
Yeah.
thing is, when you can
Cool.
get some models to relax
And then your next talk is
A.
a kit talk by Darren.
Slight
Ooh.
towards this side when you do it like that. That's it.
The next talk is you.
Is it?
You're talking about kit.
Okay.
I reckon 2 months,
Okay.
5 minutes.
I thought
If you're ready.
Or whatever.
with legs like that.
Or not.
No, I'm joking.
Careful with
So yeah,
hiding
Darren's
that
gonna.
one, that's
Next on the schedule is Darren talking to you about kit, apparently.
Nice. And then,
Or whatever he wants
yeah,
to.
that right back and eyes closed.
But if you haven't seen his stuff, it is beautiful.
Honestly, it's-
Honestly stunning.
It's incredible. Like
Yeah.
I've seen some of his stuff beforehand. Obviously, I know. Like I'd heard Charlotte and Tony talk about him a lot. But I'd never had the I never had the joy of like actually meeting him, and he was showing me some of the stuff today.
And you're shooting with him later.
Yeah, and honestly, he was showing me some of the stuff today, and oh my god, like, and he was like, okay, I don't really edit much of this, and I'm like,
He
how?
It's like it's another example of like
Yeah,
getting it right in camera.
getting it right,
And that's like obviously where I want to. It's where I want to end up, like
Yeah.
getting it that right in camera. And I don't rely on it. So
I suppose, yeah, I think
it's nice to know I can do it just in case.
I think,
But
yeah,
if you
exactly.
could get it that good, why would you need to edit?
No.
Like
I
genuinely.
just think always aim to get it right first time on camera. But
Yeah.
it's good that you have that brain. Like if for whatever reason it's just not working, you have that as a mind sort of okay, cool, I can do this.
Yeah.
Don't panic.
And like, what kit should you use? That's what Darren will be telling you. Darren doesn't care.
In approximately 5 minutes, am I right?
Darren's hiding.
I said
Yeah.
not doing this.
No, you just keep
We
saying
could just stay here all night.
keep gonna be 5 minutes.
Just stay in.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
I'm
right,
only
so
two,
it's
but-
the images. But if you
We're doing them
if you
Fine,
show
right.
yourself
Yeah.
to
What else is
images,
going? So that should be.
so
That will
it's
be
not, yeah.
Darren and Becca,
Good.
and then
Okay. One second. Contact me to, yeah,
singing
otherwise
now.
I'm not really singing.
yeah, two of the auctions are shoots with this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
I feel like
two
we
of
get
our
some-
big auction prizes are shoots
I
with
feel
him.
like I really just want to like show everyone something like that.
I really just want to like, I just want to win all of them immediately. I want to shoot.
I'm waiting till last minute the auction so I can just be like,
I just love shooting with him. It's like he's a photographer. He gives very clear direction, and it's like sometimes hard to find that nowadays. Well, especially because I mainly know common photographers when you don't have time.
Yeah.
But like being in front of the camera when someone's giving you such clear direction helps you like learn how you want to hear it.
Yeah, so then for
And then
future,
hopefully I can do that later
you
on.
can then apply it as well.
Yeah,
Do
that would be
yourself.
good. Yeah.
What was that?
Really well.
It's a noodle.
What time are we at, girls?
What?
What time are we at?
It's
5 minutes
past,
to-
so it's 5 minutes to. The other girl has 5 minutes to, isn't she?
Okay.
Isn't it? No, as in like.
One last one I think would be really good in the show.
Okay.
Yeah. I love getting suggestions because sometimes you just don't think of something.
I know,
Okay.
We're running 10 minutes behind, I think.
Because you've got the rose as well now. That whole really
Look
long
at it.
piece.
Shall I go? I'll go and get Becca and do it with that.
Yep.
Cool.
And then you can do this.
Yes.
Right,
Okay.
and then you can do that.
Okay.
And maybe you can even have the rose just hanging if you decide not to put the hand
Hello.
there. The rose could just be make it right
I was
down
saying
there,
there was
covering here.
4.
Four arms covering that. And then we can do that. But remember, that's your key light from about
That's
the
my
middle.
key line, and we're ignoring
Yes,
the program.
exactly.
Okay.
It's just that you've got the legs to be able to
That's
do that.
fantasy,
sort of
yeah,
shot.
I'm literally, I want it so bad.
Yeah.
I know it sounds like I'm being really
exactly
greedy,
like
but I really wanted it. And I know so many of my friends as well, because my community, who would absolutely love that. Like, they would literally be like, if you got it, can I have it?
Oh, yeah. We're playing catch up, so you've technically got 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
No, you're in here with Darren, but the shoots are going to be 4 minutes.
I'm just gonna
I was
put
just
this
saying,
in
I have.
the,
I was just saying, I have so many friends who would want that Michael Vincent fantasy edit
I
giveaway.
think I want.
I know, that's what I was saying.
1 second.
I love that.
He was one of the first people.
Yeah, it would be
He was
great
one
with
of the
that.
first people I ever followed.
Imagine like his Arthur, like fantasy edit.
Yeah,
I was genuinely just started thinking about Arthur Pendragon. I was like, imagine Arthur. I was like, Merlin.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I love Merlin.
Merlin.
So we're doing joint Amy Pond data, which is going to be
Yes.
great. So it was originally my shoot, and then I realised that I'm not
No,
cutting
no,
out.
no.
But like I realised that whenever the most fun happens on Doctor Who, it's because there's 2 Amy Ponds.
Yeah.
So we were like, hang on a second.
minute.
We both brought Amy Pond cosplays, but we're swapping them.
Yeah, because
So I'm doing Police Woman Kissogram Amy, and you're doing Red Check Shirt Utah Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get a flag in the end? Use a
What,
mine
impossible-
flag.
impossible
Take the
astronaut?
same picture, but with the
That's
mine
what I'm
flag.
thinking.
Yeah.
Impossible astronaut, yeah.
Yeah.
And also
So we're gonna
photos
do
inside.
like twin Amy's later.
Nice.
And we've been wanting to do that for ages as well.
So
We've been
long,
wanting to
yeah.
get to an Amy she's so long.
We're just waiting for Darren, by the way.
That's it.
Do you want to sit down?
Now bring the feet right apart. and put one knee very slightly below the other. So that's
Well, we're waiting for Darren to finish this.
We're excited.
Yeah.
We rarely, because the thing is,
Oh,
normally, I'll either take your photos or you'll take mine. Like, we never get to actually properly share the camera together.
That's true.
I'll just be like,
We've
that
done
is one
joint
Amy.
stanza before, but the problem is we both do pictures. So a lot of the time when people take pictures of our joint stanza, it's friends, which is obviously great. But when we're both photographers, it's stressful because you're like, oh. You can tell from the angle of the camera, you're like, I know that lighting is going to be shit. But you don't
We
want
don't
to
say
be
anything.
You don't
I
even
do
do
you a favour by taking them.
Yeah, like we've taken great photos of each other, but not
Yeah.
together.
Like
So-
at the end of Comic Con last year.
Yeah, and we want to do old and young Amy at some point.
Yeah. 100%.
I still think we should at some point you should, like the Day of the Flesh, is it called? And where there's like the
Yeah,
Flesh
the
and the
Flesh
real.
people, yeah.
We should do that, but not tell anyone who's doing the Flesh. We should decide,
Yes.
but not tell anyone.
We'll have like one little tiny thing on someone that's different.
It's not. We're not even to that. We just don't want to tell anyone.
Oh, okay.
Because we look quite different anyway. Sam, we might be able to guess who. I don't know. But like, we just got and just be like, yeah, one of us is Flash Amy, but we're not sure who. Because to be fair, she doesn't know.
Whoever's makeup is the shiniest on the day.
It's the shiniest.
Yeah, whose makeup
The
is the
best
shiniest.
thing about Sam is last Comic Con, I complained to her I never found makeup pale enough for my skin tone. At which point, this gal pulled out a
I
makeup
went,
bag,
let
and
me come in.
sorted my life. And the only reason I am wearing makeup in this shoot is because I went out. I made her send me a list, like a shopping list for a makeup bag,
Wow.
and I went out and I bought all of it. And yeah,
Well, that's not honest.
you're
Yes.
talking here now.
Here, right now, rather
Right
than
now.
You literally have 1 minute.
Are you ready?
You and Beth.
Really?
We were talking about Kit for an hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
Who's shooting?
Tony?
Tony.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know.
Is that allowed?
Oh, sorry, I literally just, that's going to be a massive shout-out across there, sorry.
Yeah.
You can grab.
We've been bigging you up.
I think we're about ready.
Sketching.
That's a good question.
6:20.
Emma, right?
But we're one
If
behind.
Emma's ready, 'cause I think you
So it's last one Hannah's, I think.
I'm
Oh no, it's not. It
on-
is
on
Tony.
another
Yeah,
hour.
it's Tony.
Okay, in another hour.
Yeah, we've been bigging you up and telling you it's great. So
So, lies.
lies.
So,
That is. So you apparently you're talking about Kit, and that's the next giveaway if you need to do.
I'm going to leave the
one.
giveaway.
That's fine.
We'll do that.
Cool.
We'll
We're going to enjoy our ramen. See the three of us later for the Amy shoot
Yes.
shenanigans.
Yes.
10
yes.
o'clock.
So excited. Thank
Is
you
it
so
10
much.
o'clock?
Yes. No, 9 something, isn't
No,
it?
it's not.
No, it's not, you're right. 10 something. I need to just very quickly grab a water.
Yeah, I told someone to go get Emma anyway. I see. I love these are coming out really well. I was excited to shoot with you. You look impressive. I know.
You kind of need to put your underwear up a little bit at the back, just so you can see this separate. There we go.
Thank you.
That's alright. It looks a lot better then because it's more defined.
Yeah, it does. I totally agree.
Makes you look like you've got massive hips. Sorry, I'm just staring at Michelle's bum. I'm a little
I was
bit
gonna
tired
say-
and mesmerised here.
From one ass to another, here I am. Right, am I not blocking anything good, am I? Oh, I am. Good God, that's a sin. Surely, there we go.
I'm just gonna sit here for an hour and just stare at
I
Michelle's butt.
I've been told I'm going to discuss Kit, so I think.
Oh my god!
I don't know what you're talking about.
I love your hair. I love what you've done to it.
Thank you. I mean, I had to dye it grey because the silver was slowly making my hair fall off. I like dyeing my hair. I have a problem.
Sorry, we're supposed to be talking about Kit.
Yes.
In general, have we got questions?
Let's have a
Anything?
look.
How many
Actually,
viewers
I don't know.
I don't even know whether any.
We've got 5 people watching.
Hello, 5 people or 4 people. or...
Don't forget there's the printer giveaway at 6. I don't know what time
There
it
is.
I'm going to have to leave that up to you because
No worries about
I reached my limit and I'm going to crash out. Oh, that was all my buy wolf if whatever that was.
Safely.
I think these are from a while ago.
Is it? So basically, no one's.
No one's commented.
No one
since
cares
about-
anything about Kit. Well, that's good because, you know, I guess Tony meant Kit in the studio, did he? Or
I
don't
think
know.
he meant like as in just general kit. What do you use or
What do I?
what do you
Okay.
prefer? Or...
I'm a Nikon guy. And it's despite the jokes that Tony makes these days with digital, there's not really the difference that there used to be in the days of film. You know, the pro cameras and the lower end cameras all come out with such frequency now
Yeah.
that there's barely any difference between them. If there is, within about 2-3 months, they're usually caught up. There's nothing major. Back in the days of film, there'd be like 3-4 years between camera releases. And so Canon invented, well, they didn't invent autofocus, but Canon came through with autofocus before Nikon because Nikon wanted to perfect the bayonet so they could continue using the same lenses from the manual focus, whereas Canon completely changed the bayonet fitting.
Right. Okay.
So back in those days, you could decide sort of what you wanted to use according to what you wanted to shoot. You know, Nikon was very popular with wildlife photographers, fast-moving things because they had, at the time, they kind of had better glass for fast-moving objects. Whereas Canon was very much the portrait and wedding photographer's friend and that because the glass was more suited to what they were doing. It was probably better quality glass, but people can argue this, I'm sure. But slightly better and clearer glass for portraits, but maybe not as fast. That all changed very quickly with autofocus. Everything sped up. by the time we get to digital, as I say, things are just being filtered down so quickly now. It's mainly an arms race with things like megapixels, which again, huge amounts of megapixels doesn't really make a huge amount of difference unless they're being blown massive. So I've stuck with Nikon only because it would be very expensive to change to another one now. I've got thousands of pounds worth of kit that I've collected since the early 90s. There's still manual focus lenses that I can use on my modern digital cameras. So to replace all that, we're talking thousands. So it's not really a case of Nikon's better than Canon or Sony or whatever. At the moment I'm experimenting with Sony and mirrorless, and at the moment it's not really working for me, probably because I've had so many years of working with Nikon that I know where everything is on the back of the camera. You know, when they upgrade the cameras, it tends to be of a similar feel, you know, everything's in
kind of
the
locked
same place.
into a
Yeah,
brand,
and so when I get on a job or I'm at a shoot where I need to sort of work fairly quickly, I don't want to be relearning buttons and relearning sort of where things are. You know, with the Sony I have, it's not a top of the range one, as I say, I'm only experimenting, so that's probably a lot of the problem. But when I wanted to go mirrorless, it was because I wanted to reduce the weight that I was carrying, the size of the camera. That was my main interest. And by the time I got to the sort of speeds and capacities that I wanted, we were almost talking the same weight and size. So to me, it's not really on the cards, but again, it would be a money loss thing more than anything. You know, I would be spending a lot of money and losing a lot of money on it. So for now, I'm sticking with the Nikon. I love using the fast lenses, the 70-200 2.8, which photographers will know, be it Canon, Nikon, whatever. There's, you know, there's similar lenses for both. Gorgeous for portrait, especially natural light, although I use them in the studio as well. I do use prime lenses. I try and use them more in the studio than I do on location, just because I have a little bit more control and I usually have more time and I can sort of pick the right one for the right job, as it were, whereas the 70-200 2.8 in the 24 to 70 2.8 so good, the glass is so good in them, you don't really need to go prime lens on a location or event shoot.
Yeah.
So that's the sort of thing I use there. In the studio I use various studios. I have my own sort of portable and sort of studio kit that I take places. To be honest with you, it's much of a muchness. Tony will probably be more clued up because he's replaced his lights fairly recently, whereas mine are at least 10 years old. and things have really moved on since then. They're lighter, they're, you know, certainly more power in some of them. There's a sort of a, you know, almost like a speed light, studio light hybrids now that, you know, do a certain amount of work, which I really need to look into. And I think Tony's going to help me buy.
Just put them anywhere on top of the purple suitcase.
Thank you.
And so, I mean, that to me, the brands and everything don't really matter too much, providing they do the job. It's not like buying glass. My main priority is buying glass for the camera, then the camera, and then the lights.
Yeah.
It's probably different for other people, but for me, the clarity of the picture is the most important thing, and that comes with the glass.
What have you lost now?
Is it what, the little SD? What, this one up here, is it?
No, I'm looking for my box of
Okay, right. And then when it comes to studio, if we're talking kit, basically there's all these modifiers that look either impressive or not impressive. Because some are small, some are large, they all do different things, some of them do similar things but with slight variations. They're great fun to play with and mess around with, and I don't think many people will ever know everything there is to know about them because they're changing all the time. There's subtle differences in shape even between, you know, the octagons, the straight boxes and the square boxes, because you get a different catchlight in the eye. Rectangular boxes. No, I'm not talking about boxing or clamshell.
Back box.
This one? This one.
Sorry.
And so what we're using in the studio is to, at the moment, as much as you can see, is we've got a large hexagon softbox. When basically it's got a grid on it. It's a material grid because of the size and the fact that it's a collapsible one. But it essentially does the same as the honeycomb grids on the other two. We've got the backlight here, and you can't see the front of it. Oh yeah, you can just about. Tony's just tapped it. Is the beauty dish with one. And I use honeycombs a lot. You have to be a little bit more precise with the lighting, but basically it focuses the light into sort of a fairly narrow point, not as much as a snoot or a rig light or anything that gives you a permanent circular light. What it does is it narrows the light and then peters off, and you can get different gradients to give you different sort of drop off. And that drop off can also be altered by obviously distance away from the subject. I love using them, as I say. A lot of people don't because you have to be pretty precise with them, but I love using them, especially for black and white. You get a really nice image, I think, from the black and white. I still use them on the soft boxes, like the big, and they're not as effective as the smaller ones, but it does certainly centralise the light a little bit. And what you'll notice with things like the honeycomb on the grid at a nice height like that, it brings out cheekbones, we're totally shooting into that one at the moment. It'll bring out cheekbones, it'll bring out a nice shadow under the chin without it being a heavy shadow, and things like that. And basically it just, sort of brings curves and everything.
You got your shoes on
and makes the light not quite as flat as you would get from a softbox.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So that's mainly what these honeycombs do. Again, people are going to have other reasons for using them, but that's the main reason I use them, is to basically sculpt the light around what I want to sculpt it around. The one at the back, the honeycomb, is a slightly different use. This is basically so that you don't get as much flare in the camera. If that was a naked bulb, you would get a lot of J.J. Abrams flare across there, which is great if you want it.
Yeah.
It certainly has its uses, but certainly where Tony is now shooting vertically into it with a honeycomb on it, you might get the white light, but you won't get the flare. You won't get the spread of light. So that's the main reason for using the tail lights, and that at the back is so you don't get a bleed of light everywhere. What it tends to do, I find, with the honeycombs at the front, I like doing as well, is you don't get the harsh shadows on the back quite so much, especially if you bring the model forward. Whereas with a lot of softboxes, although you get a softer shadow, you still get the shadow, whereas if it's dark enough in the background, you can literally lose the shadows. Certainly we don't know what we're doing here. I don't know how you bring up the images here. I don't know if there's any of mine with Ed.
I'm not sure if they are still linked to the stream.
These are working with us, and we can just zoom right forward. I think these are all mine. Can you go to about the end here? Yeah.
I don't think they're linked onto the stream.
No, they're not. Can we just go along here and then we'll see if we can link it over?
Why are they not showing up?
There we go.
I don't know why they're not.
So if we go to something like this one here. Right.
Let me fix that.
Yeah, go on and you do that. I don't want to muck it up.
Can you type in light print for me? That's it. I've just updated it. I've not updated my shortcuts.
There we are.
That's all. So we'll give it time to do it. But hopefully, if we can get the images up, I used the sort of like the twin honeycombs opposite each other, very on the shoot with Ed, and then also just one either at the back or the front. So if we zoom forward to, yeah, it's
Just
probably
having
gonna
a whirly
sparrow
whirly.
bit, yeah.
This arm, let's put it up in there, yeah, and then
Oh, there it's
Yeah, to something like that one. Can we just go up into develop and change that to black and white? Because I was mainly, do you want me to do that?
Yeah, go on, you do it.
It was mainly, I sort of liked specifically for black and white. This is only a rough black and white change. It's not
I like that.
in any way thing, but it's just.
No, let me
There
double check out. That is my chair. That is my chair.
we go.
yeah, it is.
So I don't know how clear this. Oh, it's not coming out.
Why is it not appearing?
Do I have to go back to library? I don't think so. Oh, there we go. Okay. And so with the black and white, we've got this is literally just working on the one honeycomb at the back. The same one's been there pretty much all of today, and you know been moved around all over the place with different light. And so the light, there's no real light coming from the front here. What it is it's literally bouncing off the white wall and the white blinds. So kind of using it as a reflector. On the back of the camera, you would have seen a great deal of that detail. But all that's doing is casting that light straight across there. If there was no honeycomb on it, apart from the light obviously being brighter, and it would wrap around a little more of some of the face, but what you would get is a haze of white light across there, which again looks great if that's what you're after. They can get some amazing effects like that. So basically, with a studio kit and these adapters, it's just what style you want to show. You know, whether you have sort of like, you know, whatever the model looks like, you adapt to that and what they want it to look like. You know, as a client, then they might want a really sort of serious image. You know, or like there's certain lightings that you can do obviously for 50s glamour and Hollywood styles, and then there's a certain sort of headshot style that everyone likes, and then there's obviously when you go into lingerie, there's, you know, art nude, which is a lot of what I do. You know, they all have their lighting styles and sort of like an area around that. And all these modifiers basically sort of, you know, help you with those to get the right lighting. One thing that Tony doesn't have up at the moment is a nice long rectangular box. So you didn't have that at the moment. And I tend to use those a lot because of their full body, and you'll get the rim light we're getting in the back here would have stopped just below Ed's elbow here, whereas with obviously the long box it's going to go all the way down to the bottom. So I tend to use that for a lot of the art nude and that. And then again, you know, it's the classic photography thing of it's not so much what you like, it's what you don't like as well. It's negative space and things like that, especially for me when I work with black and white. It's just the way it is. So softboxes came in and kind of replaced umbrellas to a certain extent, but I still use umbrellas a lot. They're cheap and easy to use, and you know they cast actually quite an interesting highlight in the eye. Sometimes depending on how bright you're having it, sometimes you can see the detail in the umbrella. Some people don't like that. It's horses for courses. You know, a lot of people like things, a lot of people hate them. You know, some people don't like the square softbox highlight in the eye, which is why they go for the rectangular or circular. You know, again, it's personal preference, and that's what makes it all different. You know, that's what makes everyone's style sort of different. I mean, you know, we've got 3, 4, 5 photographers who are eventually working in this with pretty much the same modifiers. Certainly the same softboxes, beauty dish and backlight. You just either take the honeycombs on and off. We haven't done anything complicated. I mean, you can't see it on the screen, but Tony's got a massive selection of other modifiers that we just haven't needed to use because they either do a similar job, or because we're a little bit limited with individual time for each shoot, they might take a bit more setting up, and it's just not worth that changeover before we can get most of us know it well enough that we can kind of cheat the system a bit. With a lot of the large ones, you'll notice some people that have been watching these, they might look at it and say, well, that light's not actually lined up with the model. Well, it might be because, you know, you want a little less light, and so what you're doing is feathering and only using the edge of the light that's coming off, rather than having to, you reposition the light, reduce it and stuff. Again, it's just playing with the light. Tony has a great trigger where he's able to control all these lights from the floor once it gets down there, because it's really difficult for him to get back up again inside.
Positions of the lights.
And so it's much easier for him, not having to get up several times. Obviously the rest of us are fit enough to just leap all over the place. But you can hear him creaking now. I thought it was the floor, but it wasn't. It was his knee joints. And so that's great from there. If he decides that the backlight is a little too bright on the hair and that you're losing detail because it's too bright, and so you can basically do it all from there. Which is great. They used to exist, these sort of triggers, what they do now, and they make advances in technology are marvellous. I don't have one of those. I hop around and manually change everything. Because I'm an older, even older git who fears change, and basically it ain't broke, and all that.
It is broken if you have to keep running around all the lights.
No, it's no one's complained yet. One thing we haven't used that Tony loves to use, and a lot of photographers do, is the old fog machine. We haven't used it simply because you would, it's probably a blessing really when I'm on, but you wouldn't be able to see us very well because it's quite a small room for that, and we'd be pumping it out every 2 seconds. But you'll see in Tony's work, especially when he uses it, it really captures the colour of the gels. Stage performances, obviously that's why they use it. It gives a certain atmosphere, especially for cosplay photography. It's all about atmosphere a lot of the time. Yes, you lose sometimes a little detail in the cosplay, but then that's when you've got to decide: do you go for the detail or do you go for the atmosphere, things like that. So we're not really using that much now, but as you see in a lot of Tony's work, he loves his gels, as does so many photographers, and they can really add a lot to the photos.
I'm feeling called out.
No, I'm being relatively positive. I'm just trying to describe what they look like, because they know your work. If they're tuning in, they're bound to know your work, and they know what the gels do. Because a lot of my stuff seems to be black and white. I don't use gels as much.
Do you ever use them for colour correction in your black and white?
No, not really. No. I've occasionally shot colour with gels specifically, not liked the overall colours and effects, and because I'm not great at editing and I don't do a lot of retouching, rather than change the colour saturations and hues and stuff, which are beyond me because I'm crap. No, well, I will probably convert it to black and white and it solves all problems. But again, some people say that you don't need to light for black and white, that you basically just convert any colour one. I've always argued that that's rubbish, because a lot of the people, or a lot of the images that you see that are converted from colour can look very grey all around, no real structure, or washed out, and that's fine. Again, if you want that look, that's great, it's not a problem. You might want to bleach out a little bit and just have the contrast and the harsh lines, and that looks great too. But I think if you specifically liked with black and white in mind, you get a greater sort of texture and a greater depth to it. With the cameras these days, you can set it to black and white so that when you see it on the back, it only converts the JPEG. RAWs obviously always stay the same with the most amount of information, so you're able to sort of view on the back of the camera if you can't visualise it as black and white. So that's always fun to do. And that's about it really with that sort of thing. I don't really know what else to say. I don't think anyone's interested at all really, which is absolutely fine.
People will watch this back.
I've got no one throwing anything in, being really annoying like some people were last time, just sort of like saying, no, do this, do that. Oh, I'm here, that's right.
I'll be really annoying, throw a couple of questions in.
Go on then.
Okay. Reflectors. Would you use a specific side of the reflector? Because most are 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you use the gold for in comparison to the silver?
Well, I was having this discussion because with Charlotte because she was interested in a similar thing, and basically the golden tones are really for anyone with a tan. There's a certain sort of skin coloration that by the time you get to that, the gold looks absolutely gorgeous, and it will bring out an even better tan. It will bring out sort of a vibrancy to the skin. But if you use that on someone with paler skin, it becomes very yellow and almost jaundiced and washed out, and also because it sometimes doesn't cover the entire area, you'll almost get like a patch of gold reflected when the normal light hitting the rest of the pale skin looks white, and that can look really odd. So again, if you shoot black and white, it wouldn't make any difference. It will, but so fine you wouldn't notice, and it can be corrected later. So if it's paler skin, go with the silver. Silver works pretty well on tan skins as well, again, if you're going for a nice summer beach look, and that sort of California sun healthy look, then a gold is great. But for most of the time you get away with silver. You were saying that there's 5 different types.
White,
you obviously
black,
get the white. I tend not to use black. Is basically to deaden rather than it's to deliberately not reflect the light. So you'll find some studios have most studios have like an 8x4 polystyrene or whatever painted black on one side, white on the other. The white reflects the light, the black basically absorbs the light. So certainly with this black and white I haven't needed to, because I've only shot from the back with the light. But if I wanted to make that little bit of detail that's, as I said, it's reflected off of the blinds, which are white, you can't see at the back here, and that's acted as a reflector and brought in that detail. Now, if I decided no, I don't want that at all, and and there's a couple of things I could do. I could up the aperture and the light and kill it, or alternatively, if I brought in a black board to go in front of that white one, it would absorb the light rather than reflect it, and that would make that dead black. And so, you can use those or the reflectors either side. In the studios you tend not to get the gold side, there's no real point, because it's something you can control the light more, and also colour temperature. They're often in the reflectors, there's a silver and gold these days that's sort of like a very fine line. So basically you don't get that harshness of the gold that is only good for a tan. You get a kind of a soft mixture of the two, which works quite well with most skin tones, sort of thing, sort of mid-range. And I think that's about it. Yeah, gold. It's about 4 or 5. Again, reflectors come in all sorts of sizes. You can get small ones just for headshots, and they're under the chin. If you're only doing a headshot and you hold the reflector quite tight, almost at chest level, just out of the frame, you get a lovely uplight. Obviously that can take harsh shadows away from the chin, and certainly under the eyes as well. Basically, doing the same job as a second light in a lot of cases, all the way up to massive sort of reflectors that people can even use as backdrops. They're that big, it takes 2 people to wrestle in a high wind sort of thing, and they're really good. And something a lot of people sort of seem to forget as well is using the reflectors as the main light source by firing a light back into it. If you find, say for example, if you found yourself with only a naked speed light and you didn't have any diffusers or anything, and you just thought that pointing at the model was very harsh, then if you turn it around against a reflector, then it spreads that light very much. It's the same as with a white wall and bounce, basically. It's bounce flash, but you'd be using that, you could direct it a little bit more. Obviously more difficult to use to move the wall, you'd have to move the model around it, whereas with the reflectors you certainly can sort of move them around. Sorry, you got that, sorry. Yeah, so I mean, especially in hotel shoots, I use the bouncing off a reflector quite a bit, especially if they've got maybe funny coloured walls that look great if they're the background shot, that you wouldn't want to bounce any light off of it because it would sometimes affect the colour of the skin. Again, black and white usually doesn't matter, but a lot of people like colour, and so rather than making the skin look like an odd reddish or whatever, yes, you can colour adjust, yes, you can sort it out later, again, I'd rather get it right in camera, and so I find reflectors pretty good for that, for blocking sort of that sort of colour and forcing it,
Hello.
and that sort of thing, really.
Oh, I've got a friend. Hello. This is for my nap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you can curl up on like a little cat.
Oh, it'll probably collapse into the weights.
Yeah, and so that's the sort of general kit I use, if anyone was interested. I mean, it's, you know, lots of people use different things, loads more kit, loads less kit, it kind of depends on what you want to do. I'm trying to use less and less.
Is it too
and sort
light?
of start to mix
Is that a
natural
problem?
light more than I used to.
No, it's just it's lighting your legs, not your head.
That's fine.
No,
We've been through this.
I'm amazed.
You've been through this, and you're wrong.
That, in your
I mean-
opinion.
Yeah, I'm the photographer. Mine accounts.
And basically, I don't know whether you can see it on here, but basically Tony's just the backlight, the hair light, or whatever you want to call it, at the back there, he's obviously bringing down, so that the light isn't basically firing away from the model in that respect, and it'll give a nice little hair light, and also give a nice little rim light around the arm, and
That's the plan.
probably onto the leg just about as well by the looks of it. But like I said earlier about the feathering it out, it's pointing away. You might not be able to see this angle, but it's actually behind the model, and so it will get less of a rim light on the leg and the arm than you would if it was directly shot at it. So you get, you can either lower the power, or you can just feather it off, and that basically will pick the model out from the background. What looks like a grey background to us, so like, you know, a mid-tone grey will be nice and sort of dark and black, and as a result you won't get any shadows. And again, that's really just to sort of, you know, just to give it some more depth, really. And for anyone looking at home, I could do this, and that would, you know, and that would sort of, you know, basically just, you know, really annoy a few people because they're not going to see shit, are they? Other than my ugly mug. But I'll give the punters what they want and sit back and.
It's worth the donation, that is.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah. I'll move if where are we? Yeah. So 50 quid. Otherwise, I don't move.
She's going to stay in that poor position now.
No, it's,
let's get back to
I
the
thought for a minute we got 10 there.
No, get up there.
I mean,
with your back to me, and then turn it that little way, because I want to get those laces in, so look awesome hanging down.
Yep.
But when it comes to kit, everyone has an opinion, and forums are full of arguments over everyone being wrong, and so everything I've just said is just my opinion. Tony probably doesn't even agree with half of it.
I don't disagree.
No, it's just that other people have different ways of looking at it, they use things in different ways, they've learned in different ways. If we're talking about kit, we could also talk about learning. I had no formal education in photography whatsoever. Neither does Tony, but the difference is it shows with Tony. Not at all.
You talk about Photoshop, Mr. Two Layers.
Yeah, 2 layers, that's pushing it. 1. 2 is an extravagance as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, we can talk about that kit later if you like, and I'll just say nothing at all. No, basically, you know, I did a couple of Nikon courses when we changed to digital. I was very late changing to digital. I think I bored people with this story, God knows how many times, but so I thought it was not so much a fad, but it's certainly the quality wasn't that good early on, and I am a Luddite, and I loved my film, and to be honest with you, it seemed like it was a bit of a cheat way of doing things. But then I also thought that about autofocus, and yes, I am old enough to remember autofocus being invented and coming in. I remember cameras before autofocus existed. I almost remember cameras before spot metering existed, but certainly before matrix metering.
Remember, my first camera was a Zenith.
Oh, lovely.
There was nothing automatic on that.
No, absolutely nothing. Real photography. That's what we're talking about. No, it was my move was very slow, and as a result, it actually cost me a lot of money because everything just plummeted overnight. Well, I'd say overnight, within about a year. And the quality, you know, now you can, you know, get film cameras for slightly more expensive than they were sort of 10 years ago because they're becoming in vogue again.
It's got my face in it though.
You know,
That's lovely, isn't it?
it's not really around.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's better.
I still have an Nikon F3, which I absolutely adore. I don't
That's
tend
cool.
to use it for client jobs just
Awesome.
because the risk factor is, it's bizarre to think of the risk factor as something that I used to always
I'm
use.
waiting for myself to fall
But
off
now
this.
it
It's
almost
terrible
seems
when I do it.
ridiculous to risk it, you know,
okay.
on a paid client shoot. But it still gives a certain amount, it gives a certain quality.
Am I making you
Yeah.
move? I'm sorry.
All the programs as well.
Down,
I use them. Don't really quite comfortable to especially when printing. You know,
Obviously, that's what I come here for.
It's really rich quality about it that you can't seem to replicate.
Yeah, God knows why. It's your own
And
fault.
again, definitely people will argue with that because everyone else seems to be the retouching side of things better.
I'm leaving.
Everyone laughs that I only recently got Photoshop and Lightroom about 2 months ago.
We're teaching the poor
and
like
until then, I basically used the Apple Aperture that came with it and Elements, Photoshop Elements from about 2005, because all I do is use the clone tool, the healing brush, and the eraser tool, and that's it. One layer done. I think I'm a Luddite, and I'm too old to learn new tricks.
rubbish.
And to be honest with you, most of me doesn't really want to either. I enjoy taking the photo, I enjoy trying to get as much right in camera as possible. I don't really enjoy sitting in front of the computer and doing loads of retouching. I totally admire that people do. There are some amazing, I mean, we all know in the cosplay community in particular, there are some amazing compositors and people that do gorgeous stuff with retouching, and I marvel at it. And I certainly haven't got anything against it. It's more of a jealousy thing for me, the fact that I just could never do something like that. You know, it would take me months, if not years, to learn, and it still wouldn't look as good, and I would be wasting my time and everyone else's time and money and everything. So I'll stick to what I kind of do. It seems to work for enough people.
Sorry.
But yeah, so I'm struggling now to learn Lightroom and Photoshop, and it's hilarious, as Tony will tell you.
It's not hilarious.
It is
It's
absolutely
not.
hilarious.
It's not. You're learning new skills. That's all.
Slowly. But what I've discovered is it's actually just easier to send it to people like Charlotte to do it for you instead which I will
But agree to
probably do
disagree.
more and more.
I'm not
Right.
telling you
Depending
what
on
to
the
do. I'm just pressing the
Right,
button.
I'll do some without the corset as well.
Okay.
Unless you want any particular ones with it.
No.
Am I right stripping on camera? Is it acceptable?
Yeah.
Right.
For people watching that don't know Miss Intrepid here, the lady herself, you get yourself to either the Purple Turtle or various other venues that they often perform at. Amazing, awesome burlesque troupe that are seriously you do not want to miss. I think, you know, Mojo that we had earlier is often involved hosting and occasionally performing still, if we can convince her to.
She's getting better.
But there's, you know, it's definitely a troupe worth seeing. You will not be
They are
disappointed.
awesome. You're up in Soho as well, aren't you?
We do, yeah, some shows around London, South Coast, Oxford, around Berkshire. Yeah.
They are amazing.
Yeah.
I know both Darren and I have had the honour of photographing them.
think actually
I just wish they'd work in like more lit.
yeah, I was going to say. I think they actually got edited images back from you, didn't they? I think mine
Yeah,
were,
they're not any images back from you.
no, not yet. But no, they're
This is
sort of
familiar
going off
story.
at a slight tangent. They're often sort of themed burlesque evenings, obviously individually done. Where you'll get a lot of nerd, or you'll get a lot of sci-fi related,
Yeah.
They made me drink wine.
Did they? Oh,
They made you drink
yes.
wine.
bastards. It's funny because they bought me a pint. So I don't know what you were doing wrong.
They made me drink wine that had chili powder in it.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's because we're nice to you.
I'll have chocolate with chili powder in, but I'm not sure I fancy the wine.
No, I didn't fancy it either.
Depends what time.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
but
not-
it's boss
you're not
said
a
it.
wine
All
drinker,
the
are
prune
you?
juice. All the.
Oh
Anyway, it's 10 in
no.
the morning and I've got water.
Well, that's fine. Because now we're gonna do a giveaway.
Oh yes, well I'm going to roll this over to you now. Sorry, I've been talking
That's
like
alright.
an absolute.
That's fine. You've managed to talk the hour.
Really?
I think we have.
And as they always say, if you
7
can't,
o'clock.
7 o'clock.
if you can't sleep on a plane, sit next to a photographer, you'll be away.
We've got some really interesting shots.
It's like your wife is shit.
The use of the word interesting during a photo shoot can be taken one of two
Many-
ways.
Yeah, exactly. I'm taking it.
Um,
The way I'd always take it.
Tony's smiling though, so it's the better interesting
Yeah,
rather than the
They're shots
how am I
that
gonna
want to edit.
how am I gonna solve this problem
Not
later.
shots that I'm sitting here thinking out.
I've learned
Yeah.
so much just by watching like loads of different models as well, because I'm not confident when posing at all.
Oh no,
But you
watching
come
models
on
is
Yeah.
so much.
just as good, yeah.
Have I?
Yeah, massively come on improved. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Still room for growth.
I mean,
but you're getting there.
There's
watching.
always room for growth with everyone though.
Yeah.
Well, no, this is the thing. You never stop
Yeah.
learning
No,
with
exactly.
photography. God, it would be boring if you did. To be
I've
honest.
worked
Yeah.
in IT for 30 years. I'm still learning.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm learning
Well,
that
it's
every
changing
day.
so fast.
I'm
But
learning.
when you work with people like Lady Intrepid here, and because she performs on stage as well, the poses are there. She knows
Shape.
she knows her angles, her shape. She knows what looks good, what doesn't, what
You
looks
know your
awkward,
body
what
as
doesn't,
well.
and you can adapt totally to it. Yeah, exactly. Knowing your body, which sounds really odd, but it's true. Because no one's body is the same, and everyone has angles. Everyone has things. You might deliberately want to push those to something that is either awkward or weird, because that's maybe what you want from that image. It's not all about beauty shots and looking the
Oh
best.
no, we've done plenty of them.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no, we like the weird ones.
But
the
if
more
it is-
awkward ones that you
Yeah.
can like hip ache for about a week.
Oh my
But-
gosh, yes.
But if it is about like looking really good and really striking or whatever, then obviously models and performers that really know what they're doing it's like a busman's holiday for us. Because it's like I always say it's like a wind up toy. You just sort of wind them up, give them a
I'll give
direction,
no
sit back and watch them go.
Direction at all with that.
Exactly.
Where, in every
And so-
other shoot I've given
yeah.
direction. I'm not. I
Yeah.
know I don't have to. It's like Mojo is
Yeah.
exactly the same. I know I don't have to. Just go.
Yeah.
You do your thing.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
capture it.
And so I don't think new models should ever be afraid of watching other models and learning from them.
That's how I got. Yeah, that's how I got.
Yeah,
And working with different
exactly.
photographers where I was like,
Review-
tell me what to do. Tell me what looks good.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Yeah, you can come straight in performing and straight in
Yeah.
modelling. Everyone needs
Start
to.
somewhere.
Certainly,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely, yeah.
Never trust a photographer who won't show you the back of your camera. So you learn that. A lot of models that I know that do it sort of regularly and professionally know more about lighting and cameras than I do. Because they're seeing it all the time.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Because
and
he's
they,
a Luddite.
exactly, and they certainly, more importantly, know what suits them.
Yes.
Not just they might not know what things necessarily are called or whatever, but
Yeah.
they'll know that good models instantly know where the key light is,
Yeah.
and
That
things
you-
like that.
I've not had to say find your light.
Yeah,
to use or-
and
I
again,
would say that.
and there
You
are
say it to me
often-
just because my brain just doesn't go there.
no,
that's fine.
no, but
I
it will,
forget.
but it will do
It
with
will
time,
do. Automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because when the lawyer came in, I said, right, we're using this light. Lady Intrepid came in, we said, we're using this light, and she knew that was where her main
Yeah.
light source was. That is practice. But it's also from performing as well, of knowing where your audience is.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
You know, so you know where your audience is, and that's basically your audience.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you make
definitely.
eye
So,
contact
you
with
know,
them.
yeah. So,
And I don't look at the camera.
Mm.
Like every
Yeah,
about
absolutely.
30, 40 shots I might, and then I'm like,
I have to say,
I hate
look,
face-on
look,
shots of me.
I've created some nice ones.
You have actually. I see that you sneak them in when you send them to me. You sneak in photos where I'm face on or where I'm smiling. I'm like, I kind of hate you, but actually I can't have an image. What's going on? I don't normally like these. What's going on?
I can't. I've only just recently started staring more at the camera. But
Yeah.
I can't. I just don't like it.
Yeah, I'll normally do it like side on or something because I don't like my face.
Or I'll
straight
stare
on.
slightly above it. I won't
Yeah.
stare directly into a
Yeah,
lens.
to the side, like into the distance, things like
Yeah,
that.
I mean that also as you'll learn will depend on the lens and the distance that the photographer is away, because if you look over the camera and you're quite a distance away, that's absolutely fine. You can fool the camera into thinking you're looking into it. If you're doing a portrait from relatively close and you're looking over it, your eyes will always be looking over it. You know, like you see on TV when people are reading an auto cue and their eyes are very slightly off to the side, then you get that look. And so, but also counting people down, people wearing heavy lashes or finding the lights a little bright, get them to close their eyes, count them down and get them to open, because you get that lovely wide eye open. You know, it doesn't work for everyone. Again, some people don't need it, some people do. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's
I
again,
just
it's
look like a zombie
it's
when I do
learning the model as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you become too obsessed. It's like that, you know, ask someone to walk and they suddenly think walk.
Yeah.
And you completely forget.
You overthink it, and then all of a sudden it's like.
So it's a
The
natural.
reason I'm trying to get you to stare down the camera is for the intense look.
Yes.
It does
There's
look
a
really
contact.
nice.
Yeah,
When you get it right, it's lovely.
I love the pictures of looking away from the camera as well,
Oh, yeah.
when you're ignoring the camera. But if you want that intense, you know, passionate look almost, the only way to get it is to stare straight down the lens.
Yeah, there's a contact with the viewer, isn't it? It's just basically bringing them into it.
It's like with cosplayers. Someone said to me once, "When do I look down the camera and when do I look away?" And I said, if you're in a casual pose, look away. If you're in a fighting pose, straight down the lens.
Yeah, it's basically how you want to portray to the viewer.
It says a whole different
Yeah,
story.
yeah, definitely. But if it's something you don't feel comfortable with, and again, it might vary with photographer as well, because I mean, you work with Tony a lot, you're comfortable working with him, and so, you know, there might be something that you can give the camera there that you maybe wouldn't give to someone you shot with for the first time or whatever, because of course you're going to be a little guarded, it's only natural. You know, and so there's certainly a benefit with working with regular people, and that where you can build up a rapport, because you're going to be less worried about looking down that camera and doing certain things towards the camera that you might be with someone, you know.
There's got to be a level of trust there.
Exactly, there has. I mean, there has at all levels, and unfortunately that is a
going to
problem.
take something that you don't want
Yeah.
to be shown.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I think we have that trust.
Yeah,
With both,
definitely.
I think I have that trust. And the fact that, you know, I get you to choose the pictures.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true,
yeah.
You'll be like, I
I'm
don't
the
like
worst
that.
person for that. Don't
Yes,
ever
useless.
get me to pick photos.
Oh no.
No, don't even bother.
No.
You pick too many or too
Yeah,
few?
too many.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm like,
You're
okay.
not-
And
nothing
then I'm not.
silly.
And then I'm like, okay, I can't be.
750 pictures, can you cut this down, please?
400.
500.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, but the way that I think about it is that I'm
Yeah,
not
okay, you take
disappointed
the
which one
ones
I ever
that-
get
No,
back.
it's good. No, you can go either way with that. You know, so. And that. So, did we miss the giveaway?
No, we're going to do it now. We're 8 minutes late to it, but you could win the fantasy edit by
I'm
Mike
sure those
Wilson.
6 people were waiting with bated breath.
So let's see, who are we going to give this away to? Aidan Rowan. I don't know if you're awake or if you're tuned in, but if you are, you have won. I don't think you've won anything else. Let me have a look and see. I don't know why I'm tired and I've put on a very posh accent now that I'm extremely tired. I don't think you've won anything.
The fancy had it already gone to someone.
No, we've just drawn that one out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you've won a random giveaway, but still, we'll pop you in there for that one. So, so yeah, Aiden, you've won that one. So if you want to contact us on the Tonography Facebook page, and then we'll get back to you as soon as we finish the stream.
It's Michelle and I. We're not through this in no time at all. We're gonna
Oh, hello.
hammer it through.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, let me adjust the.
Did you just want to host? Because I just need to go and grab my tablet. Otherwise, I'm going to start having a.
Because I can't
It's,
continue
these are
talking
old
about
and a
it
bit
because
stretched out
No,
now.
Pretty
who
much.
is
I
that?
thought that's pretty much all down.
Yeah.
What?
Talking about my
She said they're old and a bit stretched out. So that's not what
Yeah.
he's talking about.
They are. They won't stay up on my leg anymore.
Oh no.
Yeah, Darren would.
Do you want some tip tape to hold them up?
You wouldn't.
Do you want some tip tape to hold them up?
Would it? But then I'd have to do it over, wouldn't I? That wouldn't look very nice.
Stick underneath. Double-sided.
It's double-sided.
About 10 minutes.
Oh,
before
yes,
your talk.
please.
Okay,
What it
well,
takes.
we'll-
I'm so
Sorry,
sorry.
I think because they're old and I've lost.
Do you mind hosting for a second? I'm just going to go and grab my tablet.
We
Right.
do.
Yeah,
Need to.
fine. I'm just checking
We
a bit.
completely
I'm not taking
mind.
it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
Just
go
grabbing
away.
me some tape for my stocking.
Well,
Okay.
this is my guest. Imaginary chair.
Hello, people.
We have a Tony, who will probably be leaving us in a moment to do some photos,
Yeah.
potentially.
Swap with and then swap with you.
Back and let your mum start trying to build that off.
David Tennant is Bay. Yes, yes, and yes.
Probably don't tell you how long ago that was.
Yeah.
Quite a while
No,
ago.
I'm pretty sure that was in the beginning of our shoot.
It was there, we're kind of out of focus. I'm focusing.
Is it trying to focus on Sean Hyde?
Well, I mean, we've just had £31 from Kevin.
If you're.
Oh, hey, go Kevin.
Morning, Kevin.
Make sure it's gonna stay down as well.
Little mat, just underneath it.
Thank you very much, Kevin. We're getting there. We are certainly getting there.
What time is it? Have you done the 6 o'clock giveaway?
Yeah, they have.
That's not updated.
No.
That's saying Ashley was still the last donator.
A-okay. You and Tony are. Yeah, you're magic with this. You and Tony are.
No,
very-
it's just a matter of
Where did you see Kevin donate?
Come on.
That's what I tend to do,
Practice makes perfect.
basically. I might even leave the bits at the front.
It's only to stay up
Yeah.
briefly.
I'll tell you, I'll log in.
Log out, when in doubt. Log out. Log in.
Why is our page not updating? Because we've got more than 69 supporters.
Hey.
We've got 71, you say.
There's two missing.
It'll work. Because even if I have to adjust it for the picture each time, it's not like the
No.
end of the world.
Otherwise, it'll just be all the images of you pitching them up. It's
Yeah,
all,
picture
it's all doable.
81%. Still says 69, 71.
Yeah, and
Give it maybe 5 minutes or so.
yeah, we'll give it 5 minutes.
The website's not showing all the updates that the logo
Well,
is.
the amount is the same here, so
Have people donated multiple times? So it's like maybe not compiled that, but compiled it in there? Because I know Max has donated at least twice.
no, it should come through separate.
Elliot's donated twice.
I mean,
Which would be two
Ashley's
differences.
donated twice and it's separate.
So that wouldn't explain that. You just want to shout out in front of the non-existent camera. Let me grab.
Yeah, we seem to be having a problem with the Just Give site.
I'm good.
Which is fine, you can still donate and give.
Yeah, but it's not updating our target.
Only $3.50 off.
Sorry, mate.
No worries.
Just a little technical
Were you able to
problem.
fix it up?
So I have no idea what to do.
Well, you're really knocking a can of cocoa.
Do you trust me with the check?
Yeah, I don't trust her.
I don't trust you in the big chair. In the other chair. You won't fall out.
That's what you think. Personal challenge to slip out the chair here. I wonder if if we can make enough of a distraction to make them giggle as they're taking photos and lose the femme fatale look. It's cool. Feel free to kick me.
Please kick her. Just give me a laugh.
It's fine, I can easily push it off the chair. How cute. Isn't it adorable? Anyone here in chatting? Oh, that's not the one. Good morning. Hey, you're here now. And that's what matters.
Who's here?
Kevin Pack, who also just donated, whose donation showed up there, but not on the other one. Let's try refresh again. Where are you with that one?
These are probably on their way out over the last 16 ago.
Nope, still not updated.
I like in the third thing, you just see the light. You should probably move the camera.
That's right, you can see people in the doorway.
True.
And nope. Oh look, thank you, Craig, for donating. I missed the surname there, but he's not appearing on this one. We'll give it a few minutes and then we'll go.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It's not which week, just give and say, only having problems at lunch. See what updates. Or open it and completely different room.
Okie dokie, we the dreaded Firefox. Why is it opened on this page?
Right, do you want to have a look at something?
Not wearing strong contacts.
Copy and paste it.
Is there a way I can get rid of that quickly so I could actually? No, it's alright. I just didn't want to press any buttons.
Giving.
Just in case.
Gone.
Right, you go left and right.
It's on that.
No,
Quad raising. CNP.
cool, that was all gone.
We are having technical difficulties getting the donations to show up.
Just copy and paste the page.
Well, it's two screens, that didn't make sense to me. Somehow I still mistyped that, and nope.
Go up to log in. And log in out. Yeah. Yeah, Facebook, yeah.
Could I get you to make me a coffee, please? Just one. Do you want sugar? Could I have? Do we still have coffee on the thing? Awesome. 2 sugars in it. Cup. I had a cup. I have no idea where it went. I turn around, it's gone. You look amazing. I want to do Little Sister at some point. I do need to grab your signature in a bit, but I'll get that. No stress.
So we've had some donations, but
Yeah.
paying donation, but it's not showing up.
I'm so scared. Like stabbing Elizabeth. I'm like, I put so much work into it. I just don't want to put blood in my
I'm in my parents'
Well, do it with like a blood that washes out first. See how you feel about it. Okay. I have this fake blood and I was doing makeup for a play. I was wearing a brownie shirt, it was white and
So it's a website issue, not.
put it in wash it out. There are certain ones that do wash out, just like, yeah. I'll double check one I have and then I can send it over on the email if you want. But it's a good way to just test it. If you don't like it, you can wash it out. If you do like it, well then you can do it with something like that. Or you just do it with stuff that washes out. And then when you go back to
Right, it's showing in the admin.
yeah, there are certain
It's
ones.
showing up there?
Yeah.
Cool.
So we're actually at 1,715.
Nice.
Yeah, so we've had 3 donations this morning. £30 from Sean Matthews, Kevin Pack £30, and Anonymous £5. Thank you very much, all you guys. Really appreciate it. We'll get you added to the giveaway list. Kevin, every little bit helps, mates. It really does.
Thank you.
So we really appreciate it. Is anyone else's cameras blurred? All the cameras seem to be a bit blurred, but it could be our stream.
We have got it on like the lowest setting, I think.
Oh, we? Okay. So what I've done is I've gone into our, look, we're actually 85%. So in our fundraising, in our personal, you go in through there, your fundraising, we can look at it there, and we can see it. So if we can, I don't know who Anonymous is, but if we can add these 2 into the donations.
Cool, we can do, yes, we can do.
Sorry, very quickly, do a couple more shots. Do you want to just stand?
Yes. Let's add you to the list.
We're running quite late. And I'm going to be doing a talk.
Donations.
Let me get you to come this way a little bit. You're alright.
Yeah, I got stuck on my piercing. There's only been a piercing.
I don't go on at that time.
I don't know piercing.
I mean, I think that's painful.
Yeah,
I didn't mean like that. I mean like, ow, don't tell me things like that. I'm
Sorry,
really
I didn't pull hard enough for it to actually hurt. It just got caught.
In the Punisher.
Just asking
Huh?
for pain.
Punisher. Basically, one of the torture scenes is piercing. It's fine. Had the same reaction. But we're really with it.
No worries. I just.
Hannah, what's time?
The time is 7:20.
Right, 2 shots.
I have lost my plan now. You know.
When we went, one more. Oh my gosh.
Good timing. Perfect timing there. It's like it knew. Time to crap out.
Should make your legs look.
Oh, it's not me talking. I've swapped that one.
You swapped what one?
Yeah, it's 7:20 is Cassie.
Yes.
Ah, fantastic. Who's hosting?
Who wants to get Cassie? Yeah, that one's actually really nice. It's always when you're like, last shot, you're like, perfect pose, I got it.
They're all good.
I like the little gap as well, actually.
I feel like we should see the shots though.
Thank you. No, it's perfect. I'm getting to shoot 4 times. I'm not going to complain. And I got this from Killstar, so I would like to wear it more often anyway. I got some nice mod, fashion-y Killstar outfits, so I was like,
Must do it with the outfits.
yeah.
Right,
I
you're
can
up,
send it
Hannah.
if you want.
I'm up where?
You're up with
Probably a bit cheaper.
Rebecca, I
I
think,
was
is
like,
your
all
first
together
one.
in the same place because they were having a sale. I can't remember how. It couldn't have been that expensive. Otherwise, I would have bought it.
Grab my plan.
Just look on there. Go to, I don't know. Go to,
Yeah, just things.
No, I have one more. Cosplay.
yeah, that laundry's now finished.
Oh, is that
Oh,
what
it is. Yeah, it's 7 o'clock. My bad.
Rebecca Johnson.
Let's.
We are running a little bit behind.
Ian, where's my camera?
I put it behind there.
Oh, okay. Like no one's touched that like all night. I know.
Right. Madame, you're up
Yes.
with.
How you doing?
Who are you?
I will steal away my coffee for you. And I think that's my coffee. It is now. Okay.
Ever so grateful. You good? You got the pants?
Yeah, well, I can always do it with my hands. I got a rumbling in my tummy that only hands can satisfy. Could you also check to see group chat, if the YouTube chats, if people are actually tuning in yet?
Yeah, they are. Kevin's just come on,
Cool.
and we're getting a few more donations.
Release the parking ticket.
Huh?
Release the parking ticket.
Yeah, who needs one? Where's she at? Get us a park on the zigzags opposite. No, what am I doing? I'm totally the wrong person there. I'm going to get this set up and then I'm going to leave you two.
My favourite thing, talking in public.
It's me. I will be back. Okay. Okay. So there's your audience. Let's get for you a Morning, Gemma. So here's the chat. Don't worry about the quality of that. We're very sexy. Okay. So camera's there. Do you want to sit in the seat?
Oh, comfy seat.
Have the power chair.
Yeah, I have the power.
Thank you.
Take him in for a bit. He can be my guinea pig. With an apple. Come on, healthy eating is very good for
Put it
you.
on your head and we'll shoot it off.
We'll cut it up for the same.
What's the YouTube channel?
I'm sorry. I'm moving out.
You only had one sauce pizza last night. You're on drink.
Yeah. It's not going to waste. Don't worry. I'll
Cold
eat
pizza.
that. Yeah, cold pizza.
Cold pizza
I
rocks.
just, yeah. I'm done.
Yeah.
I have no appetite right now.
Okay. This is slightly nerve-wracking.
Thank you, Tony, for this.
Hi. The camera's there. Camera's there. Don't wait for one.
Nothing wrong with it.
Just mildly. Hi. No, seriously. This is Cassie or CC, CCB and Kieran and or KJ Cosplay. And we're here to talk about cosplay and mental health. Because the two go hand in hand so well. So yeah, basically it's kind of in two parts. So the first part is just about sort of correlation between cosplay and mental health, and the second part is about looking after your mental health when cosplaying. So I've made some notes. If I keep looking down, it's we're looking at notes. It's just FYI. So yeah, a little bit about myself. I'm Cassie. Keep doing this for some reason when I'm nervous. I'm so sorry. Basically, stop it. I'm fine. Really nerve-wracking. No. So basically, been cosplaying properly for about 4 years. Before that, I'd only been doing it for about 2 years. Go to every convention. Pretty much most of them.
I helped you.
You helped me, which is why you did help, because it's obviously not just you, it's obviously who you're around as well. But basically, I've had some issues with sort of depression, anxiety, everything along those lines. And at one point ended up in a wheelchair. That was always fun. Just because my brain decided just to give up completely. So I think that's probably why I wanted to do this chat, because I think, like a lot of people, cosplay has really helped in a way. But I'll go into that further. But no, basically, this will kind of obviously be from my point of view as well. Obviously, everyone has different experiences, different reasons they cosplay, different coping mechanisms, etc. This is literally just how I deal with it and my experiences, but I like to think they're pretty varied, and obviously, you know, if I'm waffling on, do tell me. So no, first part, obviously, cosplay and mental health in general. It's sort of a lot of people you speak to, I don't know about you, I don't know, a lot of people I feel like I speak to have something sort of minor anxiety. There's obviously a lot happening in the world nowadays, a lot of pressure from social media and everything, and I think a lot of people can kind of feel like it's a little bit much.
I agree.
Yeah, thank you. That's why I got me here. He's very good.
I help.
You can have a cookie. So no, basically, what did you do? I have found cosplay. Before I had a purpose, I was a little bit lost. I like cosplay because it gives me something to focus on. I think a lot of my personal problems come from when I have no motivation, nothing to focus on, and I actually like having something to actually work to. So I need a goal, I need some motivation to make me go, right, okay, get off your backside and do this, that and that. And sometimes I don't, and I end up making it the night before. I do like sitting on my backside, thank you. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. But I need that kick at the butt, basically, and having something that you can actually work towards, go, right, okay, I know I want to look good for this, so I need to do X, Y, and Z, and I am obsessed with lists, so I will write a list for everything I have to do. Hence the little talkie list here as well, which you wouldn't believe I actually have, because I am waffling something wrong, but it's been a long day. So yeah.
Also, it's charming as well that I think your mental health's been the worst when you've not been yourself.
Yeah.
And that's what cosplay's kind of helped you with, just expressing yourself.
Being somebody else has helped me be myself. That's very true. I like it. But again, that is actually part of it as well. Is that form of escapism. Who doesn't want to be like a completely badass superhero, or you know, like a demon from another realm?
Or Cammy.
Or Cammy. Lovely bearded Cammy. If you missed that last night, it was awesome. Just yeah, it is the sometimes not having to be yourself can be the best way of finding yourself and working through and just getting some form of confidence. Because as you may tell, I am not that confident most of the time, and I'm not in cosplay at the moment. So
whereas we dress you up as Lady Death, and
dress me up as Lady Death, and I will kick everyone's butt. But I think that is part of what helps is the disassociation of actually not worrying about your own hang-ups and in your own head. You kind of get out of it and you get to
embody the character.
Yeah, thank you. That's why I've got you here. This is good. I honestly just need more coffee, I think.
Have you got coffee?
I haven't, no, it's fine. Also, being social, because a lot of sort of everything stems from a bit of isolation. Not deliberate or not deliberate. Obviously, sometimes you don't have the motivation to reply, to get up and see people, to do all of that. But if you've got something you're passionate about, like cosplay, it does snap you out of it and makes you kind of go, okay, right, I'm going to go out. And then you get to con and suddenly you've got all these wonderful, wonderful people who are into exactly the same thing as you are, and you make this whole new circle of friends. Like literally, I've met some of the best people and my best friends I've ever met in my life through going to cons and cosplay, and it's helped me no end.
my god, what's up in my head? It's helped me no end.
And we're not the most social people.
We normally hate people. I won't even lie. Obviously we love them. But no, yeah, we normally aren't the most sociable people. So actually going to con and talking to people and stuff is weird but awesome.
More times than not, people are very open as well. Cons, aren't they?
Yeah.
We haven't found anyone that's just, apart from maybe that one person that you go to talk to and they just go, yeah, everyone's in the same little world as you.
So obviously everyone handles things differently, because obviously the other aspect of it is the busyness of cons. Cons like MCM in London are brilliant because you can get outside and you can still be in the con when you're outside in the air. You can find a space if you need some space. But a lot of cons, I know I went to LFCC a few years ago and you were crammed in, and if you're already anxious, that doesn't help. And a part of it is trying to find that balance of being a part of it, but also knowing when you need space. And I think that might, I don't know, from my experience, that's why I think I like London and Birmingham as well. I haven't been to Manchester, I'm sorry. Or Glasgow, Scotland. Yeah, so it's a lot of it is about trying to find the balance, but I'll address that in the second part. I am waffling, I'm so sorry. So yeah, basically, something to focus on. The deadlines and the having to have something that you need to do. It is just, yeah, being able to get up and do it and not want to let yourself down. I just think it's the main thing.
That affects me a lot. I try to be a bit perfectionist and yeah, put so much pressure on myself before the con to get all these great outfits, and then I get to the con angry that they're not done, and then I get there and don't care because you're with all these great people and it's like, why do I put so much pressure on myself?
See, yeah, that's the problem. When it rains as well, it does, yeah, it does kind of mess things up, like in London as well.
You have to huddle under that little tiny
tiny bit, and everyone's kind of hiding under there and trying to take pictures. So yeah, sorry photographers.
Don't rain in the body paint.
Body paint and rain do not mix either. That did not go well. No, that was not attractive. It turned very streaky. But no, to be fair, we need to go to Manchester. I actually want to do the Witch one day when it rains. Just like in a puddle on the floor.
Just pour a load of green liquid on the floor.
Green liquid on the floor and just laying there. Because that is the other part as well, having fun with it. It is the most stressful hobby in the world. It's probably one of the most expensive. It's time consuming. It's entirely nuts. But it is the best thing I've ever done. And it is just fun, and I think that's the thing, we like to have fun with it. We do very little seriously. Not condoning this, but I will say we do like to visit the bar during the day. So sorry for photographers that get me at the end of the day. I'm usually a little bit more giddy.
Sponsorship from the Fox here. Anyone's listening.
Can't quite sit still for a little while. But that kind of is the best thing as well. It is, despite the stigmatism and what some people say about nowadays, it is easily accessible and it is fun. And if you've watched any of this and you've thought, oh, I want to do it and blah blah blah, and just do it. Just in the words of what's his face, just do it. Just do it. Shia LaBeouf. Boof?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf. There you go. Yeah, literally, just do it. It is the most fun thing I've ever done. I'm not perfect. 9 times out of 10, I'm pinned into my costumes. Literally yesterday, my first shoot, I made it before we came to the shoot, and I was pinned into the back of it because I had to cut it because I couldn't get it on. But it's fun. You just have a giggle, you have a laugh, you get to run around, especially if you're like a psycho from Borderlands, which I really want to do because I want to run around like an absolute madwoman all day, just giggling and hi!
Aww.
You made it up, well done.
So I just got a little message from my friends. Amazing Twisted Sisters.
No, because now I'm waffling again, which isn't great. And no, that is half the fun. It is just
so often life can get so stressful and so much, and to be able to have an outlet where you can just run around and skip and jump and just be a child. It literally is just like regressing sometimes and being a child, and it is the most amazing feeling in the world.
You finally get to wear your princess dress.
I finally get to be a
Out of the
princess. I
house.
always was. So yeah, I'm also massively obsessed with Final Fantasy 15, and I like to cosplay Noct because I am a princess, and he is a princess, and we're all princesses, and I'm very excited about KipoCon, so I can't wait. So yeah, basically, to stop the waffling, because I've been up about 20 minutes already, which is quite good for me. Yeah, I know, right? Yes, it can help you focus. It is something to keep you going, sociable, it gets you out of the house, it makes you actually have to get up and do stuff. And everyone should do it, can do it, not should, because it can be terrible.
It's just like
But
intense.
oh, sorry, I know when you read messages and you get all emotional, I haven't had enough sleep for this.
How are we doing?
Yeah, people are being nice. Well, I say people. Well, they are people, obviously, they're amazing.
It's now.
So yes, just very quickly, second part
So we on to the next one?
is
What time is it?
watching mental health in cosplay. Because as much as I'm saying it can help, the stress and pressure can also be crazy. If you mention con crunch to pretty much any cosplayer, it immediately conjures up stress, lack of sleep, a lot of coffee, and Princess Noct. Yeah, stress, coffee, lack of sleep, stress, and stress, and pressure, a lot of pressure, but a lot of it is put on yourself. It is, you set yourself a deadline and you want to do it, and if you don't do it, you feel like you let yourself down, and you feel like you let others down even though you haven't. I've done it myself, like a million times, and it's not great. It's all kind of stuff you put on yourself, and always get sleep. Yeah.
It's only about 15.
It is meant to be a hobby, and it's meant to be fun, and it is really, 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 really easy to forget that. I've stressed myself out crazily numerous times. I know other people have stressed themselves out far too much by trying to get something finished when you don't need to. Sorry, darling. That's alright. Just slide right in. It's all good. Yeah, it's something that you have put on yourself, and oftentimes the pressure you put on yourself is the worst, because you're only answering to yourself and you've got those demons in your head that are going, oh my god, I have to get this done. Mouse? I have to get this done, blah 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 blah. And then you start sort of getting your own head and you start panicking, you start worrying, and it's horrible. And sometimes you need to kind of sit down and have a talk with yourself, and that is, I think, the hardest thing is, but the great thing about cosplay actually is that you've always got a support network, because pretty much everyone's in the same boat as you, and it.
I know you go online and say I hate cosplay at the moment, and yeah.
I will actually, yeah. I'm fairly open on my Instagram, especially. I don't really use anything apart from Instagram, to be honest. I'm fairly open on my Instagram about sometimes the stress and the pressure that cosplay can put on you. A lot of the times it is a feeling of not being good enough. Unfortunately, I have some incredibly talented friends. Well, obviously all of them are talented, but it's difficult when you're constantly around talented people to kind of see the talent in yourself.
Doubt yourself.
You do doubt yourself, and it's not what it's about, but it's very easily done. You've got social media, you're scrolling through your feed, and you see talent, awesome picture, awesome costume, awesome work in progress, and it can get very disheartening.
go to con, you see all these other costumes, and all you can see is the floors themselves. But other people come up to you and say, "Oh my God, you look amazing! You look this, you look that. It's so good."
I sit there and go, "Oh, I don't have this piece of art, or I don't have that, and I don't have this prop." And
if anyone
I forget.
saw this guy's Jack of Blades yesterday, the amount he stressed over that, he was literally like, "Oh, this isn't perfect. Oh, my metal armor, is all scratched, and oh, I can't do this." And like, blah, 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 blah. The stress he went through before con, got to con, we had a nightmare trying to get you into it.
Oh my God.
Nothing really went well.
The metal pinched.
Metal pinched, Ian, some chronic scars, it's amazing. But got to con, everyone loved him. And it is trying to keep that in mind. You've only got yourself to answer to. And it is trying to remember that and just looking after yourself. It's not, remember to eat. People eating is actually really important. I know there was a talk again about body dysmorphia earlier on. That's something else. It's a different subject, but it is kind of easy to get into when you see these amazing models and these amazing figures. And again, I'm quite guilty of sort of, oh, I can't wear that cosplay because I won't look good in it, and I can't do this and I can't do that. And in the end, I just thought, screw it, and went out in underwear on in May. So that was quite difficult. Basically, I am so sorry I've waffled on. This is totally nerve-wracking. You can tell at the moment I'm totally glowing right now. But basically, if anyone has any questions, by the way, or wants you to shut up about anything, do say. But just look after yourselves. It's the most amazing hobby in the world.
I've known I've kind of had to pull the offer. You know, an outfit 1794, you get stressed. It's like, just leave it and move on to something else. And,
yeah.
And then you can just rebuild that love instead of hating the costume you're on because you stress yourself out so much.
That is the thing. It's remembering the love, and you don't need to make a new costume every con. Oh my God, I am so guilty of this. I do this every single time. Every con, I'm like, right, I had to have a new costume Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I can't re-wear anything. I can't wear the same costume 2 days. And then you end up making like a million costumes and having a nervous breakdown, which is not great. Do not do that. Also, you can buy costumes. I, again, am guilty of this, but I've started getting better. So, there's kind of like this idea in your head when you see these amazing costumes online that, oh my God, I can't buy this, or oh my God, I
can't build this, I haven't got the skills.
Oh no, I have to make it. I can't buy it in. I can't. Oh, I'm not going to be seen as like a blah 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 blah. It is all meant to be fun, and I think that is the main thing when looking after your mental health in cosplay. Is you just have to remind yourself it is fun. It is a hobby. It's enjoying it. It is meant to be a release from everything, and just to try and keep yourself happy, because I have had numerous breakdowns and crying fits and God knows what else, but when you get to con, it's amazing and it's the best feeling. And I'm totally waffling, and I don't even know what time I'm meant to be off because I feel really bad for waffling. I'm really sorry, by the way. I'm going to keep apologising, so I am sorry.
Tony hasn't kicked us off, so I suppose you just keep talking.
Just keep talking, we get kicked off. Woo!
This is our station now.
We have taken over. Woohoo! No, also this, my Harley's amazing behind us, by the way. It's really good. I love Harley. I want to cosplay Harley one day, actually.
You have?
Also quite appropriate for my conversation, cosplay mental health. Harley. Oh, it's a good one, I like that.
Okay.
In a good way. You know what you're saying? No, so yes. Yeah, if anyone has any questions, I don't even know how to get back to...
Yeah, Tony has...
wait a minute, I think... Alright, a minute, I'm going to do something. If this all stops, I'm really sorry. Okay, there we go, yay!
Oh,
yeah, the Harley is really good.
She agrees you are the worst enemy. Oh no,
Yes, thank you. No, to be fair, I will actually say this dude puts up with a lot from me. I don't know how he does cope with how stressed I get, or how he manages to calm me down. But as I was saying earlier about the support network that cosplay can provide, you do always need someone that you can talk to. Sometimes you can really easily, like with everything, get lost in your own head, and everything seems a million times worse. And if you've just got someone you can talk to, and this kind of goes for everything, not just cosplay, but if you've got someone you can talk to and bounce ideas off of, and even just have a stupid conversation about something not even related, it can just sometimes snap you out of it. But just always talk to people. Talking is good to talk. In the words of Bob Hoskins, I'm showing my age now. You don't know that, do you? The old BT adverts, anyone? No? It's good to know. Oh my god.
Is that on black and white TVs?
I used to have black and white TV, okay. No. In all seriousness, talking is good. Having a support network is important, and I think that's the reason I love cosplay, is because it has afforded us some amazing, amazing friends, some brilliant people, a gorgeous Harley behind us. Yay! And just amazingness. And coffee, lots of coffee.
There's another one there.
I don't recommend coffee actually. No, that's got milk in. Oh, someone did take one.
Coffee thieves.
Hello. Is it me now?
I'm not actually sure. I just assumed.
Sorry, yeah, I'm like a magpie. Anything shiny, I'm easily distracted. Yeah. If anyone has any questions, so the good thing is only 10 people watching, so I can cope with that. No.
Yeah.
So.
And then
Yes. Look after yourselves.
Right.
Don't look at social media. Coffee is life. Coffee is love. Coffee is life. I think our talk is just turning into a series of pop culture references, which is always good.
We do pop culture bingo.
Pop culture bingo! It's just descended into chaos. I keep going. I keep putting the camera out of focus. Yes. Sorry, looking at my notes because I keep forgetting. I'm gonna put them there. So there you go. That's my light.
During the night, which was awesome. Everything.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore. No, so seriously, tips for calming down when you're having a bad day. Thank you very much. This is why I love you. No coffee, actually. As much as I love coffee, and I am a coffee fiend, coffee is actually really bad for anxiety.
No, just watching. So they're going to shout abuse at me.
I keep.
And also, my mum's now watching, so.
I am probably 90% coffee.
Hello, mum. If you're watching.
If you cut me, I probably would just bleed coffee, black coffee, double scoop, no milk or sugar. But it is really, you can actually tell I'm anxious because my chest is getting tighter. Yeah, there we go. Real life anxiety for you there. No, coffee actually isn't great. If you can avoid that, get out of the house, even for a bit. Try and stay off social media for a bit. Listen to something that makes you happy. I like music where people shout at me, but it isn't always obviously a lot of bands are, but a lot of the stuff I listen to cannot be the most motivational when I'm having a bad day. So I like to go back to the most 90s poppiest S Club 7 steps, everything you can ever think of to kind of snap myself out of it. You want to go back to a happy zone.
I thought you were going to say
Final Fantasy 15. That is not happy until they get on the boat.
I thought you were going to say Powerline. Is that just?
What, Goofy Movie?
Yeah, that's a happy song.
I have my happy song. It's a Goofy Movie, right? Goofy Movie, #1. #2 is good as well, but the soundtrack for #1 is amazing.
You're a nice. That makes me happy.
You're a nice intro. Yeah, happy songs. You're a nice intro is amazing.
The Moana one, but it's just my
Moana one. What is that? You're welcome.
You're welcome. That just makes me smile.
Not the boat. Never the boat. They didn't get on the boat. It's fine. No one got on the boat. Everything was happy and trying to lock together and everything was fine. The world was great in my head. In my head, it was all amazing. No coffee, water, eat, get out the house, happy music, and just.
Lots of mini breaks, I'd say. Probably
Do the whole evil village.
Assess and
yeah, it is just. With everything, it is just getting yourself away. Trying to remove yourself from a circumstance or an incident. And noticing the trigger signs as well when you can feel yourself starting to get stressed. It's taken me, I'm going to show my age, about 15 years to actually start to recognise when I am starting to get overly anxious or overly stressed. And it is just, even just writing down when you're starting to feel like, okay, well, I'm starting to feel stressed now, and then you can kind of learn to look out for those things, and eventually you haven't got it written down, and you kind of realise, I'm getting stressed, I'm going to go for a walk, or I'm going to take a break, I'm going to watch a happy film, or play a game, or go and play Peggle. I'm weirdly obsessed with Peggle, by the way. Really good, actually, really good for zoning out is Peggle. Peggle 2, slightly easier. Or Slime Rancher. Slime Rancher is like the most relaxing game in the world. If you've not played it, it's amazing. There's like little key slimes that hop around, and you just heat them up, and then you feed them, and then you harvest their poop, and then you sell the poop for money, and then you feed them more. It's on the Xbox, it's amazing.
Serious professions here.
Yeah, just keeping yourself happy, and just remembering it is meant to be a hobby, and we're all meant to be enjoying this. And as much as you may want to have everything perfect, and you're always your own worst critic,
The colour is awesome.
being
It's spectacular. It looks like a proper Bond
when
sort
you
of
get
thing.
there, it doesn't matter.
I know it's Kingston, but also
And everything looks good in pictures.
Bond could work. Bond
Yeah.
could definitely work.
You can't see the pins at the back of a costume in pictures. That's what I rely on.
Yeah.
The whole lining of my Noctis jacket was pinned in the first time I wore it.
What does he do?
But no one can see it.
No one could see it. I basically sewed myself into my last up Magician Girl. That was slightly stressful in the morning. Trying to do that in the car was not fun.
I think Elizabeth was.
Am I Elizabeth? Oh my gosh, yeah.
Elizabeth's skirt was
Again, as my sisters will attest, the first time I cosplayed with them, I left it a little bit late. Because I was moving house. I was basically moving from the Midlands back down to Kent, and sort of just after that, I was like, yeah, no, I'll do a shoot. Elizabeth thing, and obviously they looked phenomenal as always, and I rocked up in a pencil skirt that wasn't actually a pencil skirt, it's a piece of fabric that I pinned myself into, and I came home just with
I Sonic the door open, it was the best moment of my
cuts
life.
all over my legs.
Sorry, how does Sonic from?
It's mine. It controls my television. I don't have one.
Also, that's amazing.
We came to help them.
You missed the pug and me having the pug as a prom date.
Oh, sorry. Hi, guys.
Hi. How are you doing?
It's just that photo.
We're halfway through getting ready for a shoot later on, so we look retarded right now.
Lovely. Gorgeous, look. I like the headband.
Thank you. It's meant to be brown. I stole it from my little sister though.
That's what I thought.
Ceiling
You know
clothes.
what this is? Photoshop waiting to happen.
Yeah.
See, it's an opportunity.
That is, although Darren's
With
not
cosplay
doing it, so.
opportunity.
What are you guys talking about? Sorry.
Cosplay and mental health.
Oh.
Yeah.
Chime in.
No, I mean,
It's a good one.
I'm trying to keep it light-hearted because
Yeah, no, go for
it's a bit heavy.
It's all
Any
just
tips?
escapism, isn't it?
That's exactly
If you
it.
get bored, do photography, because it turns out you meet way more friends. That's apparently what I've done on my hair. Like,
Forget it, man. Hugs out, actually.
yeah, I literally didn't even bang it that hard.
It's fine, guys.
We've been away
well.
for
Just getting concussed with the lighting.
We've been away for a long
No,
time.
it's probably me.
Coffee. Coffee is good. Coffee is bad. Coffee is good. You would have known. She was fun then. We definitely should do that again. Yes, the Elizabeth incident was interesting, and I came back and I had the biggest cut down my leg, where all the pins had just jabbed in all day. But again, you couldn't tell, and it actually looked really good in the pictures. And it was really fun, and actually the first time I properly got to hang out with them, and they're amazing, and I love them, and they're like some of my favourite people in the world, so yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to do that in these shows.
Sorry, this person here, because I've waffled on for ages.
Hi.
What were you going to say?
I don't know.
Anything you want
We're
to
just
say?
moving you because of your shadow. It looks
Well, I think it's a
sick.
good thing what Charlotte said about the photography as well. It's
Yeah.
Still part of it.
You're still part of it, yeah.
Photography.
It's
Okay.
the whole big world. You don't just have to cosplay.
You can do both.
Yeah, photography. You can even just go there and just walk around and look around.
You can walk around.
Or you could be do night.
You can walk around con. I personally feel weird if I go to a con and I'm not in cosplay. I was that person that used to go out, and if it's a fancy dress night at a club and I didn't know the fancy dress night and I got there, I didn't like it and I had to go home and change.
Okay, sorry.
That's just my weird nuances.
You just have to dress up.
I like to dress up. That's all it is. That's why I got into cosplay. I like making things. I like making cakes as well. Cakes are good. I like making things, and that's I think what got me into cosplay is the focus and the making stuff, and it's like, oh look, I made this. It's awesome, yay! I pinned myself into this. It's awesome, yay! Which is all I do. But it's fun. The main thing is to have fun. This is the main point of everything. It's really easy to forget, as I've said a million times. There can feel like there's 1,000,001 pressures externally, internally, trying to get stuff done. Having a job in cosplaying is a nightmare. How many costumes have I got to do before it's over?
Well, I know for last MCM you ate yourself make 5.
So basically I said this year, I'm not going to stress myself out.
To make it less?
So I basically said, I'm going to take it easy this year. I'm only going to make like 2 costumes and bring an old one. And then I was like, oh, I really like this. And then I made another costume. And I basically ended up doing 5 costumes for MCM in May. That was interesting and slightly stressful. But it wasn't too bad because I bought and altered most of them, so it was quite easy. I made Nico. Nico I'm actually really proud of, because I love her so much because she's an amazing human being, and I'm cosplaying her. Actually, I'm reusing a cosplay. I'm redoing her in October. Actually, reusing. So basically, he thinks my Nico looked like Linda from Bob's Burgers. So now I've been told I have to cosplay Linda from Bob's Burgers, which might have to happen because it'd be quite funny. But then you have to be Bob.
See, I want to be Archer Bob. I think that'd be great.
Sorry, my Archer obsession as well. You can reuse cosplays. Again, it's something that can be forgotten quite easily. I hate doing it. I used to hate doing it, and I've got a lot better. I've reworn Cindy 3 times, Notch 5 times. By the time it comes, I love Notch though. Notch is my life.
You can't do this and not have a laugh. You're doing it
Bring
wrong.
my own Nico. I'm going to bring Black Cat out again because it's been
Jesus
for a little
Christ,
while.
I know.
Lady Death was a pain though. Got the body pain. It was not fun, and I'm not wearing. So basically, I wore Cindy in October, and it was freaking freezing because she doesn't wear a lot.
If you want sass, I can
But
do
it-
sass.
Bring me sass.
Sorry, also the best line from that is sass. That is sass right there.
It's perfect sass.
I learned that from Sam.
Thank you.
Oh, there she is.
Oh.
That was all the sass.
It's kind of easy to forget though, isn't it, with that you can wear the same costumes, you get wrapped up in need to make the next one.
I
So
think-
I've done it, I've got loads at home and I get to a con and go, ah, I need to make. What do I need to make next?
I think this is the third, fourth time I've done this.
I'm just gonna move. Look, there we
You look
go.
wonderful.
It's phenomenal.
Good manners.
I think, especially again with social media, which can have a lot of an impact. It's easy to see people going, "Oh yeah, I'm making this new cosplay, I'm making that new cosplay." But if you look at actually some of the bigger cosplayers, like Vampy, who is so lovely in real life, by the way, she reuses a lot of her cosplays. Obviously, obviously they have to make new ones, but they reuse a lot of them as well. But it's easy to kind of forget that.
Also, you put so much effort and love into making these amazing
Yeah.
costumes, and then you go, it's done. In the con, just chuck it in the cupboard. And
I've got so many that I've worn once. Your Jackalates, yeah, you wore
up
that
in
once.
the, up in the loft and
Yeah,
never
never
seen
in
it.
dust. I mean, there's like ceramic masks,
proper
like
Jensen.
chainmail, metal
Proper
armour.
Jensen.
Took him months, and he wore it
I
once.
do keep
Well, second
forgetting
time
my
was
mum
there.
was watching this, so she's
And it
probably
is
watching
just,
you do
it's
all this and
another
going,
way.
"What are you doing?"
Sorry, I'm trying to read. I haven't got my
Yes,
glasses
it's
on.
all
No, I'm needing it as well.
You're making it more believable.
Yeah. Exactly. No, that's actually a brilliant point. People love seeing your cosplays, and it is actually the joy you bring other people as well. Actually, when people see something that they love and you see it again, it's like, oh my god, yeah, you're that dude, oh you're that person, oh my god, that was so amazing. I'm so glad you wore it again. And it actually also helps in making you more recognisable as well, because obviously everyone looks so different in cosplay. It actually helps people recognise you, which is also a good thing.
We have.
You have a gun.
You get a gun.
Shoot the pug. I mean, obviously, if you still haven't got anything I haven't from the film, it's an amazing film. Where it takes ages to watch it. But yeah, I think it's Mike's breaking a lot of the mental stigmas. Stigmas?
I was picking up.
Yeah, that's the right word. Yeah. My brain is not. I'm so sorry. Yeah, breaking a lot of the mental stigmas.
Yeah.
And actually,
shoot this goddamn.
just remembering it is meant to be fun. Again, I'm going back to that because I'm going to drum it into everyone's head. Sleep, eat, drink water, fun. Main 4 things. And talk. Definitely talk. Talk to people. I always say, I will talk to anyone. I am happy, and if anyone's ever having a bad day, I legitimately say, message me. Message me on Instagram. I'm actually a fairly nice person sometimes. That might be the most maniacal laugh I've ever done, which is the weirdest thing to saying that after that. But yeah, just always have someone that you can chat to, and just if things are getting really stressful, just
I don't know.
I hate taking myself away from. It's like I feel like taking myself away from Concrunch.
Hey, it's Ashley.
Hi Ashley. I feel like taking myself away from Concrunch is going to give myself more stress because I'm like,
You've got less time now.
Yeah, I literally, when it comes to Concrunch, not being gross, I shower before I con, but I can go days without showering. I don't really eat much, or I don't eat well. I don't leave the house. I sleep very little. I drink too much coffee and too much caffeine, which doesn't help anyway. And I get really aggy. Really, really, really horrible. The house doesn't get clean. I don't do the washing up.
I gotta take over and go, fine honey, eat food.
Yeah. But
yeah, my mum is watching and she's taking screenshots and sending them to my family group chat.
Hopefully my mum wasn't watching yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting. She's in America, luckily. I think they're a little bit behind. Maybe about the waist, so Mum can get some shots.
Yeah.
It's like moving now. There we go, look. Is that good? We're gonna move that now. And it is just, yeah.
I think something to remember is that kind of, not that's why, everyone's kind of suffering as well. We've all got our own little foibles and you're not alone.
Oh!
Yeah.
We're all going through it.
It sounds stupid. I started this earlier. I put on my story a little while ago that I was getting really disheartened with cosplay, and that I actually felt like I wasn't good enough. Felt like the thing that was meant to make me happy and meant to bring me joy and make me appreciate everything I've got was actually making me really stressed and sad and doubt myself and kind of putting me in a bit of a slump. And I just put it out there, didn't really think anything of it. I think when you're having a bit of a moment and you kind of just type without thinking. And no word of a lie, the responses I got were amazing. It's sometimes easy to forget that out on the other side of like your Instagram, your Facebook, whatever, is actual people. It sounds like a stupid thing, but you do kind of sometimes forget that there are real people out there in the social world. And the response I got was insane from people literally saying they thought the same thing. See ya. Again, it's just having someone that, you know, we love you and you're amazing and brilliant and gorgeous and like lovely. And just, yeah, what was I saying?
Yourself.
People, yes.
Even people you don't message before.
Yeah.
It wasn't just your close
No,
friends.
it was,
There's people
yeah,
saying, hey.
people that I've not actually even spoken to necessarily were coming back saying, I've had the same thing, or look, it's fine. And just kind of knowing there's other people out there that love you too. Just knowing that there is other people out there kind of having the same experiences and the feelings, and is really nice. And it kind of, I got some like genuinely helpful advice as well. Kind of saying, look, just strip it back. Remember why you love doing it. And I think some of the best advice I got actually was literally strip it back. Remember why you started doing it, and I think that is probably the best advice I can give, and probably end on things. I've been waffling on for so long, and I'm really sorry. Remember why you started doing it. When things start getting stressful, when you start to feel lost and stressed and overwhelmed, take a deep breath and just remind yourself what was fun about it. What actually made you want to get into cosplay in the first place? What was it that sparked that passion for you? Why